Sorry, man.
What a long talk. Today's Nick's last day.
Imagine.
I'm firing him. But episode 181.
180, bro.
God damn, yo.
We just hit the 80s.
Shout out to us. Yeah, we finally made it out after 100 episodes to 180. Yeah. I go by the name of Arrow. We got Sky somewhere. We got Papijohnson to the left. We got Mahdi, a.k.a. Mahdi the man.
Medium Mahdi.
Medium Mahdi right here, a.k.a.
I'm
Mahdi
working my way
body.
towards that. I'm extra small right now.
Chill.
Mahdi McGregor.
I'm working.
First and foremost, yo, how's your week? Before I talk about last night, man, because you know I was outside. I was part of the outside gang last night, man. Thankfully, I didn't spend that much money.
See, I would have had a whole repeat of when we went out to the lobby. I would have been like, see, this is exactly why I don't go out.
No. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't no fights or anything. It was. First and foremost, how's your week before I get into the funny shit?
I already told you my week.
My week's decent. You know, I'm a C plus right now. Mentally.
I'm a D plus mentally.
I'm like a C plus right now.
That's dope if you do that.
You see, I'm a C plus. Nice. No, I'm a C. I'm just a common C.
I'm like a C minus.
I'm a D plus.
Yeah, I'm like a C.
I'm a D plus right now.
Like I'm a C. Actually, that's a good. We gotta trademark that.
Yeah.
I think a C. My week was like a C. You know, like mentally, like I feel like it's just more mentally than physically.
Yeah.
Me mentally, like
Physically, I'm cool. I do
that's
some
what I'm saying.
push-ups.
If it was like,
I felt that. Physically, I'm fat, but you know.
If it was physically, like I would be like a B, but like the mentally just brings the whole like I'm close to the C
overall
minus.
average out, right?
Yeah, man. I get my physical tomorrow. Health is wealth,
man.
baby.
Shout out to you.
Your week. Yeah, we did that.
Yep.
CC. Damn, bro, we just created something new. That's dope. Yo, if anybody takes this, you know where you got it from.
I am athlete. They check up on each other. But it's not. They don't do grades. I don't believe.
We should do clips too of that, like the grades. It's like grade your week. We'll expand it more later. But obviously we're basically depressed. If you want to talk about schoolwork,
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, the average between a C, C, D plus is like a D.
The depression is like straight F's.
we almost said
depression's F minus, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
depression.
I'm just sad. There's a difference.
You said C minus. You're on the mark of a D. You're close to F.
Far from an F.
You're closer to the F than the A.
Sure, but far from an F. I know what an F is. I've been there. I'm far from that.
Yeah, so last night I was outside. I was outside again with Mr. Carbs. Yo, shout out to Carbs, man. He'll be back one day. I don't know when. I think
he's probably an F.
No, he's like a solid B right now, yeah. Ooh. Now this is time. We gotta talk about something after the pod. But now this is tying up everything with Car. I got something. But anyways, so last night we went out. Cars hit me during the week. He was like, yo, let's go to the spot. I was like, I bet. And then I told this fool right here. I was like, yo, come out, man. And I hit him up last night. My man gave me attitude. I ain't gonna lie, I felt the attitude through the phone. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt the attitude through my phone.
Because he asked me on Wednesday. No, wait. He asked me on Wednesday, and I told him, I was like, nah, I'm not going.
All right, stop there. I felt you know how you can feel attitude through the phone?
Yeah.
Like, you can feel it when you read the text. Like, so I asked, I said, yo, we out tonight? My man's like, no. Didn't I tell you that I'm not going? You think my answer was gonna change? I'm like, whoa. I was like, yo, chill. I was like, all right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. I was like, yo, chill, kid. What did I do to you? I didn't do anything. I was like, all right, bro, I'll see you tomorrow at 1. Yeah. I just ended the shit, yo.
As a fact, I was like, you think my answer was gonna change?
I was like, damn, kid, I didn't know you had to be a smart ass about this buyback. So, Carbs hits me like around like. No, literally, I get to Carbs' house like around 9:30. Carbs tells me, yo, change the plans. I said, damn, what happened? We're going to Fiesta. I'm like, what happened, yo? He's like, nah, my cousin, this and that. Wants to go here because the bottles are cheaper. Mind you, she's like 20, she just turned 21, 22, whatever. No, 21. So, you know, she's in that phase. We were in that phase.
Oh, is that the new, the one that came from Colombia?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, other one. I'll tell you after, yo. I don't want to say no names.
Okay.
Nicole said, "What's up, yo?"
What's up, Nicole?
So
my birthday twin. You have the same birthday.
So we go Fiesta. We get there. I want to say around like probably like 10:40, right?
Oh, in Passaic?
Yeah, we went to Fiesta.
I'm never going there ever again, bro. Bad memories.
The last time he wanted to fight me
at Fiesta.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Mind you,
different times.
Mind you, this is when I first met a girl.
Let's bring those times back.
Mind you, this is
Conor McGregor.
This is when I met a girl. This is the spot I met a girl that we probably had the craziest time those couple weeks because we fought, we did everything. I made her cry. So and then we almost fought in front of Fiesta. I don't know why. He was drunk out his mind.
This was like early 20s or
no
late 20s. We were like,
this was probably like our second year. Like no, probably like second year being close. Like probably like 2016, 2017, like 2016.
This is when certain people were sending the picture.
Yeah,
and that was rude of it.
But like he was gone. Like, but it was cool. It didn't affect. You know, I don't get mad at stupid shit. Like I understand. But anyways, yo. So we go. Like he tells me, all right, we get there like around like 10:40, right? Mind you, when we went back then, we were able to park by Home Depot, right? The big parking lot. Now you're not able to.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, they're gonna tow your car. So I told, so Carbs was like, I bet we're gonna park by McDonald's, right? Because we see a bunch of cars there.
Yeah.
We see a bunch of cars. You know the McDonald's. You know, Carbs being happy. You know, Carbs doing carbs. So we go in. We meet the peoples. I'm like, bro, mind you, I'm looking around. I get anxiety because I haven't been out in a while, so I'm getting mad anxiety. I'm like, yo, why am I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack.
How many people?
He's probably thinking of me in the back of his head, like maybe Nick was right.
I was like, maybe it's just I don't like Fiesta. I'm gonna be honest, I never liked it. But anyways,
how many people would you say were sprawled out there?
I'm gonna tell you, half of the tables was empty. Put it like that.
It's just not too many people.
It wasn't too many people. But mind you, I'm looking through the entrance, right?
That makes it more awkward sometimes, right?
We sat, mind you, me and Carbs and the other person, we were like, yo, let's not get a table because we're not buying a bottle, yo.
Yeah.
We're not buying bottles. We're just going to get a couple of drinks and some hookah. So we get there. That person, the 21, gets the table. I'm like, yo. And they told her, like, if you stay in this table, you could stay here. But if it starts getting packed, we're going to have to kick y'all out if you don't get a bottle. We're like, I bet. And I literally told Carbs, I was like, yo, let her know this shit's not going to get packed out. So don't waste money on a bottle. And they told her too. What they do? They buy a bottle. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus. I bought me a Long Island, you know, I had to dab. Carbs bought a Long Island. I'm like, whoa, Carbs, yeah, you a big man now, Carbs. Carbs used to do cranberry vodka only, yo.
Facts, yo.
So mind you, we get there at 10:40. It's like 11, right? The DJ goes, anybody parks by Home Depot, move your car because they're going to tow your shit. So mind you, a couple seconds having Carbs looks at me. He's like, yo, bro, I'm just going to check real quick just to make sure like my car is still there. I'm like, I bet. So I stay with the third person we went with. Mind you, I'm just chilling, drinking my. I'm like, oh, then there was a cute girl on our table. So I'm like, yeah, this is my Mind you, I'm seeing grenades. Terrible looking women walking in. So I'm like, the only option is this one in my table. So I'm like, I gotta get this one right here. So I'm like thinking, all right, let me just chill. The third person goes, you won't believe what just happened. I said, what happened? She shows me the text. Carbs goes, yo, my car in here. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, this can't be like, yeah. I was like, yo, he's joking, right? I'm like, yo, I put my drink down. I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on my man.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Are you recording now? Yo, that's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling, yo. You can't make this shit up, yo. I'm telling you, you can't make it. Is that charged up, yo?
No, it should be.
It's not Pusha T yet?
It's crazy.
So mind you, I had to go check on my boy real quick. I see cars in the corner. I'm like, yo, my man looks so defeat. I go to the car. What happened? Yo, my car ain't there, yo. I'm like, yo, damn. Car's like, yo, bro. They said I can't get my car back, this and that, till tomorrow. I'm like, yo, bro, how we gonna get home?
What day was this?
Yesterday, last night.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So mind you, it's like 11.
Weekend.
This would have sucked if he never went out. We went out like at 1 or 2 in the morning.
So did he really get his car towed?
I swear to God on everything.
This guy, yeah.
So Carbs goes like, yo, here's the number. And then the lady cop's, yo, my bad, like this and that. She was cute too, by the way. The lady cop was very cute. But anyways, so I go in. No, does he come in? Yeah, he comes in. In my mind, I'm like, yo, like we're there just chilling. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do. In my mind, I'm like, yo, man, I feel bad for cars. In my mind, I feel bad for cars, but at least I could go home. Yo. But then I realized I left my keys in his car. So now I'm like, oh shit, we fucked. I can't get home. So my mind, like, we're thinking, like, yo, I said, yo, if anything, I'm gonna try to call Mahdi. We could give him some money and this and that to drop us off. Cause you know, Mahdi be up till like 3 in the morning, so he could scoop us.
It'd be like 4 in the morning. My man's still sending stuff, yo.
I sent a proverb.
So I'm like, yo, like we could spot him some money, yo. So we're thinking, Carbs and the other person go out. I'm like, I bet they're gonna call the spy and see when they can pick it up. So then they figure something out, and then their Carbs text him. He's like, yo, we could get the car back right now, but we gotta pay $290.
Holy shit!
I'm like, bro, just for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like, and like, yeah. So I chugged the Long Island. I'm like, I bet. I go outside. I was like, Carl, what are we going to do? He's like, yeah, we're going to go pick up the car and come back. I said, all right, I'm coming with y'all because I ain't staying here. So we get the address. They're like, yo, we're 5 minutes away. Let's just walk. I said, all right, bet, let's get it. And the guy on the phone says, yo, we're going to close like in 10 minutes. So you guys got to come now. So these motherfuckers decide to start running. I'm like, yo, oh my God, bro. I'm like, yo, why? So we start running through Passaic. Like, mind you, I'm like, yo, Car, we can't walk in the wrong block. Because if we do, then we're going to die. Yeah? Like, we're not from here. So we can't walk in just any block. So we're running. Mind you, they're already like, they're like probably like half a mile away from me. No, not half a mile, but like probably like a block away from me. Me thinking, because I'm a very smart guy, I think so. So I stopped. I'm like, you know what? Let me check this address and make sure we're 5 minutes away. I checked. It says we're 5 minutes away driving. So I changed to walk, and we're 20 minutes away. So I called this stupid motherfucker. I was like, Carbs, we are 20 minutes away from the spot walking. So we had to Uber. We got an Uber literally like 5 minutes, like less than 5 minutes. Like so they drove us there. So now we go pick up the car. We see the car right there. So the guy was like, it's $290 cash only. And every ATM is closed. Dunkin' Donuts is closed. We're like, yo, what? So finally, we told the guy, Carbs told the guy, he said, yo, what about I stay here? I give you half of the money because I have half. And let them take the car to go try to get money. He said, I bet. And my dumbass was like, yo, how about you? Look, we're driving, right? I said, yo, tell Cars to start running right now, yo. I was like, yo, tell him to start running right now, yeah. So we go to Chase. Mind you, bro, this literally happened from 11 to 11:30, bro. Like, no joke, but we weren't even in
Craziest 30 minutes of your life, bro.
We weren't even in the spot for like more than 30 minutes, yo. And mind you, Carbs left his Long Island half. I thankfully chugged in. I left a little bit. So we get the money. We get the car. So then Carbs goes, I was like, all right, but let's go to I need a shot. So let's go back to the spot. Then Carbs like, yo, you know what? Yo, fuck the spot, yo. Let's go back. Let's go to Morristown. I said, all right, but it doesn't matter. Now going back to the bottle. We told her, yo, we're not drinking the bottle. And these are the type of people that order bottle but want to split it with everyone. Like, yo, you got to give money even though if you don't drink. So then they start having an argument on the phone saying, yo, you guys owe me money because you guys for the bottle and the hookah. Mind you, we already paid for the hookah.
Yeah.
And then that how debacle happened. They said, yo, you owe us money for the bottle. I was like, yo, bro, we didn't order the bottle. So I
didn't even have a sip from the bottle.
Hell no, bro. We got the car towed.
You know what the crazy part about the bottle was? The car towed. But the crazy part is like when you go out, like whoever's drinking the bottle has to chip in for the bottle.
Yeah,
If they're not drinking,
yeah,
then you're not touching the bottle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we've been in that position where people be like, "Oh, let me get a sip." I was like, "Did you pay?"
Yeah,
and like, it's not being cheap, by the way.
Yeah,
it's not being cheap.
It's only right because
bro, the bottles are $2.50 and the liquor store's like $10. That profit is ridiculous, yo. Mind you, it's $2.50, right? That group said they wanted to go to Fiesta because they said the bottles were cheaper.
Yeah.
In my mind, I said, bro, they're all basically the same thing, yo.
But I'm gonna be real cheap.
They say $2.50, right? I'm saying it's $2.50. That's before taxes, by the way. It's gonna come out to over $300.
I'm gonna be real cheap and ask that bottle out the store. How much is that?
Oh no, it was a Tito's bottle.
Like how much is that?
Bottle's like $40 at the liquor store.
Damn, and you gotta hit
like
200,
300 with taxes,
God
and then plus
damn.
tip.
God.
But yo, bro, when he told me his score got told, I was like, bro, we cannot make this shit up. Yo. I was like, if Nick was here right now, he would have looked at me and Carr said, "You see, I told you."
I would have went home. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have left them because McDonald's is right there. I would have been like, "All right, y'all, I'm going home, man.
All right,
I can get home. I live right there, but I gotta figure it out."
You think?
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was. Oh man.
And so I came back to Morristown.
Yeah, we just said we went to the white bars there, you know. But
did y'all go to church this morning?
Nah, mind you, I don't mind the white bars. I don't mind techno, but like I'm like, yo, bro, like I just saw a bunch of grenades last night. Like I didn't see one. Like, damn, like this is what I've been missing, yo. Like I seen more at the mall than I did at the spots last night. But then again, it's the spots that we've gone to.
Yeah.
Like Fiesta, like I never, bro. Fiesta's
not the spot.
It's not the spot, bro. It's not.
What is it like? Pub 46?
What? Fiesta?
No, Pub 40. That's Pub 46, right?
Pub 46 on 46, my boy.
Yeah,
it's a bar.
It was good. Spot. Actually, that's back then. Now I don't know about now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now it's more for like the other.
Like I'm not gonna lie.
Not for us.
Lobby is a spot like you'll find like you'll be like, oh damn, like okay, like you be like lobby, and then if you go to the city, but like nah, like Fiesta's not like I was like, yeah, I don't like this spot. The bartenders look better. But yeah, man, it was a hell of a night, you know. And then we went to Cluck You. You heard? Yeah, Cluck You.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good, right?
It's really good. I spent $17. I'm like, yo,
what the fuck did you buy?
I bought me, bro, they be taxing, yo. I bought me 5 boneless wings, cheese fries, and a drink. I told Cars, let's hope your car's still out there, yeah.
What he said? He started laughing.
He said, "Don't say that, you piece of shit."
My man spent money on a bottle that he didn't even buy.
That's what he said. He's like, "Bro, I basically bought the bottle."
Exactly,
bro. You can't make this shit up with Carbs.
Thank God I stayed home, bro.
No, it would have been eventful. You would have laughed your ass off because I was laughing, yeah.
I would have laughed, but I was like, "Why y'all running, yo?" I was like, "Why y'all running?"
Oh man,
it reminds me of that meme. Why are you running?
Bro, last night was... and the weather was nice. It was really nice out.
I want to know who those people in the spot were.
In the table,
Yeah.
I'll tell you after.
Nah, man.
But like, and then I saw like a group that looked young as hell, yo. I'm like, yo, bro, I feel like a baby. Like the thing with lobby is like, yeah, it might be a repetitive, but like you see your age.
Okay.
You don't see like there's certain you won't look at girls and be like, they look like young.
Yeah.
Even though some do because of the makeup, but like Fiesta, I saw a lot of girls with makeup that look too young, still with makeup.
Like somebody did an ID at this.
Yeah, it's like, yo, bro. Like their IDs were still straight. If you get that, you get it.
Portrait still. Right?
You get that, yo. Because like, nah, man. Like I was good, man. Oh, another funny story. You would be proud of me, yo.
Go ahead, man.
So there was a dude at the table too, right? Young bull. I think just turned 20 or maybe around that age. We ordered 2 hookahs, right? This is where Carbs was outside dealing with the shit, and I was alone just hanging out with these guys these people that I don't even know. He starts smoking the hookah, and I'm looking at him because I'm enjoying my hookah. I'm looking at him, and mind you, it's probably like a little like he was smoking, and it would be like little things coming out, like you could see like nothing's coming out, man.
Like he inhaled most of it, right?
No, he's just like he's not doing it right. So I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo. I feel like a coach here, like a dad. I was like, yo, I'm gonna teach you real quick, man. He's like, use this real quick. I was like, yo, and I used his, and I pulled it. I started pulling, and I'm like, oh shit, like it does work. I'm like, yo, bro, a lesson. I was like, yo, you gotta suck it more. Pause. He's like, yo, pause, bro.
Boy, bro.
But I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta inhale, like suck it a little bit more. Then more smoke's gonna come out. The way you're doing it is not the right way. Like you're not gonna enjoy a hookah the way you're smoking it.
Yeah.
So he
wasting money at that point.
Exactly. So he did what I said, and I was like, you see, the last smoke started coming out. I was like, bro, you guys, I feel like a proud dad right there. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, Nick would be proud of me right now, man. No, but I ain't gonna lie, the hookah was slapping. Like it was smoother than the
what flavor did you?
Where we went, Blue Mist.
We went to Cedars.
It was smoother than that, bro.
How much was the hookah though? Because we went to Cedars, paid $30 for the hookah.
Holy shit!
Yo, hookah hookah over the years has gone up. I remember when that shit used to be $15.
Yo, fat.
Then went to 20, and then it jumped to 30, 35.
Give me a guess. How much you think hookah was? Just one hookah.
I said 45.
Okay, 45.
24 around there.
37.
Damn. Did it look like a regular hookah?
Bro, it was a fucking hookah like this big. But it was pulling. I'm not gonna lie, it was pulling, yo. Like it was pulling. It was smoother than what we had on Wednesday.
Okay.
Even and that shit was smooth.
Yeah.
That shit was smooth as fuck. And it was a big ass hookah.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie. I felt good smoking. I was like, yo, you know what, man? I haven't smoked hookah in like probably like a year, maybe a year and a half since. Did we smoke hookah with? Oh yeah, we did when we went out with Drewski. But probably maybe 4 to 6 months we haven't smoked hookah. So it's not like an everyday thing, like how these people wake up and start smoking hookah every day. Like I don't know how that's possible.
That's not good for your health. Not good for your teeth.
But yeah, last night was I love some cars.
I want to text Carbs now. I'll be like, yo, you sure your car's outside?
Yo, you text me. So like, I literally told Carbs, I said, Carbs, when we go back, because I'm thinking we're gonna go back to Fiesta, I'm pulling that girl from our table. I was like, I had no other option. I had to. After all this bullshit we dealt with, I had to, yo. But all right, you guys can talk, man. You guys bring up time. I'll talk too much, man. God damn, that story was.
That
bro,
shit was
I couldn't
eventful as
believe it
hell.
when he told me, yo, my car ain't there. I was like, oh shit. And mind you, I almost took my car too.
That would have been a wrap. That would have been.
I almost took
That
my
would
car.
have been $580.
I almost took
night.
mine. So we were gonna go in 2 cars, but when he didn't want to go,
Yeah.
I called Cars like, "Yo, Cars, you down to roll with you? Cause this fool don't want to come. Like he's going through his period." I said, "He's I bet." He said, "Yo, come through." I said, "I bet."
He said, "I'm in my car." I was like, "All right, man, don't leave it by McDonald's."
And then text up. You see, I told you. Yo, call him. Yo, Carbs. Yo, Carbs, yo.
See, this is exactly why I don't go out, bro.
Carbs.
This is exactly why I stay home.
We can't make this shit up. Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I told you, man. This is why I don't go out, man. Cause like I was telling him, I was like, if I would have went out last night, I would have looked at y'all, and be like, look, man, I could just take the bus from here all the way home, bro.
Oh my god,
y'all sick, man. Bro, I told him, I was like, you spent money on a bottle you never received, bro. Should have did it like the old days. You got pregame before going into the spot. All right, man. Well, I just want to call you, make sure you were in your car, man. I would have too. I bet. All right, man. Peace. What a fucking loser.
You want to bring up a topic, Mahdi?
I'll bring up a topic, man.
All right, go for it, man. How's depression? Oh no, ask that. What topic? Because I was gonna. That question you had in the group chat was actually really.
Go ahead,
good.
man. Ask your question.
No.
No. I was just gonna do the funnies and go straight into the whole Titan situation.
Oh, Titan?
No. Yeah, that's not. I don't.
The submarine.
I care more.
Yeah,
I care more about the 700 immigrants that.
Are they gonna say the 7-inch? Go ahead, man.
I got the 7-inch.
There's a lot of girls say that 7 inches is too big for them, you know.
Good thing I got 3.
They're gems.
They're gems. So while Mahdi's waiting for the question, don't forget to check on your car every day.
Facts. Make sure your car's outside.
Hey, mind you, your car. Someone stole Carbs' debit card from his car this week. Dead ass.
The people that told the car.
No, in Morristown. My man goes.
How do you steal your? You know what? Never mind, man. I'm not. I don't care.
Mind you, he's not gonna care because he would have said it. My man's at home, right? Chilling. He tells me this happened. I think when I hang out with him on Tuesday. I think it happened. He's chilling at the crib, right? He gets a text because you know how Chase always sends you. He's like, fraud alert. Is this you spending $250 at CVS?
Another bottle. Car's
like $250. What the hell are you buying at CVS? He's like, no. So they canceled the card real quick. So I'm like, yo, Carbs, you having a hell of a week, can you? But who spends $250? What can you buy at CVS?
Toiletries.
Mad condoms.
Plan B.
But go for it, man.
Now, this was a simple question. So, what's worse out of these two, right? People making promises they can't keep, or people using you to take care of themselves and whatever they got on hand, but lying to you like they're not.
Wait, say that again, please.
So the first one is people making promises they can't keep.
That's a bad one.
You know, the second one is people using you to take care of shit that they got to handle, but lying to you like they're not.
You go first, and then I'll let Nick go right after, since I talk too much.
I couldn't decide, so.
All right, Nick.
Yeah. I want to go last.
For me, it's people who make promises and they can't keep them. It just goes to show that you really are not good at commitment.
Okay.
You don't really follow through with anything that you really say. Your words don't follow up with your actions.
Yeah.
So why should I believe you? You know, why should I trust you? I think that trust is a huge thing, especially in like a friendship, relationship, even in a business venture.
I'm sorry to stop you. Did you close your windows? It's pouring outside.
Yeah.
Even in business ventures, you have to be able to trust your business partner in order. My man about to run outside.
He did that thing. His whole shit did that.
I'm like, it was just crazy sunny outside. It was like 90 degrees outside.
But he looked, he was like, yo,
Did I?
my man gonna walk out. There's gonna be water to his seats.
Oh man,
I'm gonna be on a waterbed.
You can't make this shit up with his car, yeah.
The problem with my car was like, it was pretty simple. I'll talk about it a little later. It was dumb. It was simple.
But even in business, you got to be able to trust your business partner, stuff like that. So if your words aren't matching your actions, I can't.
And these people set you up for disappointment every time, right? Because they set your expectations high, and then.
But that's why there's this thing. I saw this quote. I forgot who exactly said it and how exactly it goes. So I'm paraphrasing. But it's basically along the lines. If you set expectations for others, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You should never.
Yeah. Never expect somebody to never have expectations about somebody because they can only be who they are supposed to be.
Yeah. And you can't be mad at that.
Exactly.
You can't be mad about that.
So,
but it's hard to do that in business, to tell the truth. Because if you're all in a business, you think that we're all gonna give 100 or you do more,
right?
But when you see that person not going, you're like, damn, like. But anyway, my bad.
Nah, but that's how I feel about that. Because all in all, I think when people take advantage of others, the second one would to,
I don't need the credit.
Yeah.
I don't need it. So this is about
it's not about credit. It's about them taking up your time. Them like manipulating you and taking up your time.
Nah, like to me,
to fulfill their stuff.
To me, like, wait, can you read the second one again, please?
So it's
I'm trying to.
People using you to take care of themselves, but lying to you like they're not.
What you mean taking care of themselves? Like you're talking about like information?
No, like whatever obligations they may have.
Like say for instance, right? Like, yo, what's up? What you doing? Da, 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 like starting conversation, be like, yo, like, do you mind giving me a ride? Like,
right.
Taking care of themselves and stuff like that.
Because I was thinking more like giving like information, like giving advice.
It could be that too.
Because like with that, that's not even bad. Because I don't need the credit. Like I don't care if you could say.
Okay, let me try and.
But like the ride thing, I understand. Like he's not okay. Like
let me twist that in a different way. Mm-hmm. I want to get my passport renewed, so I come to you because I know you know how to handle it. Mm-hmm. So I come to you for that. I need to get my driver's license renewed or whatever, right? I need to get my car registration. I need to do this, that, and the third. And I keep coming back to you, and I give you. I may even give you credit. I might say, man, you're good with this, so this is why I keep coming back to you. But they rephrase it in such a way where it's like they're trying to compliment you, but in the end, they're just using you. They're just using your time to fulfill their duties. But these are their duties.
I just think at the end, we're all being used. More people might be getting used more than others.
Yeah, but there's a positive way and a negative way.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That,
like it's a positive way, but at the end of the day, we're all being used for something. Even your friend. Like you could say, "Nah, I don't use my friends," but in reality, you kind of are.
Yeah, but
in a good way, positive way.
Yeah.
Like if your friend's down, you're using them for advice. But in the end,
or you may do a favor for a favor.
Exactly.
Which is
we're all
different.
being used at some point. You know what I mean? But like I think it's the first one. The first one was. People making promises that they can't keep. Yeah, that was. I'm so big on trust.
Yeah,
and loyalty. So trust. Like my thing is, if you break the promise once, cool. It might be something like something personal happening or whatever. Something came up. I get it. But if it comes multiple times, all right, man. Like you gotta step away. Yeah. The first one I could give a pass because anything can happen. You could be like, yo, my car just got towed.
Yeah.
You know
high carbs.
You know what I mean? So like obviously like even if they make an excuse or a lie, cool. It's like, yo, something happened with my family, I gotta go. That's cool. But if it happens again, nah, it's like, yo, bro, it's like it can't happen 2 straight times, bro. Like, but nah, yeah, that's just the first one is definitely like keeping up promises. It says a lot about your character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and also it says a lot about if you could do favors, if you could do business moves with them. Because if you can't keep your word,
you can handle.
Yes, right? If you can't keep a promise, nah, bro.
There's no doubt about it. The first one's bad. It's horrible.
But the second one is, to me, I don't even think the second one's bad, to tell you the truth, that bad.
The second one, this is why I think the second one is just as bad, if not worse. I think in some
So you think the second one's worse?
I think they're both equal. But if you
had to
I would
pick
say
one,
the second one is worse.
All right, explain
The second one is worse, I feel, because, okay, you're using me to handle your duties. These are your duties, right? But you're not even phrasing it in that manner. You're constantly trying to manipulate me to think I'm using my time well when I'm not, right? My time is getting wasted taking care of your duties. So what that tells me is that this person is willing to throw me under the bus, is willing to exploit me and my time to take care of themselves. They are their own top priority. But it comes at a cost of me and my time, my efforts. You know what I mean? So I feel like being connected to that person, I can end up in the long term taking a much bigger loss than the person with that doesn't meet expectations. The person that makes promises that they don't keep. Because the person that makes
still
promises,
waste your time.
Well, the person that makes promises that they don't keep, the first two times, like let's say they don't meet the expectations, they drop the ball, right? The third time, I'm like, man, I'm not even expecting this person to do.
You wouldn't even ask them.
Yeah, I wouldn't even ask them. I'm like, I already know what to expect from this person. But the other person, I feel like they keep manipulating, and it's just like, once you figure out their magic trick, they have a new magic trick, and
I feel like when you start growing up, you start realizing how important time is. Like you start thinking, it's like, yo, I can't just spend my time with stupid. When you're like 18, like when you're like a young kid, like even 18, maybe 21, like you start thinking like you don't even view time as important. Like you'll waste your time on stupid shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But now when you're like past 25, I feel you start realizing, like, yo, I can't just spend my time on stupid shit.
Yeah,
like what you said, like I could do a favor for you, like drive you, do your license, yeah. But then when it's constant, it's like, yo,
when I become the go-to,
I can't be giving you away time, because I can't get time back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I say that like, I experienced both.
Oh yeah,
the second one, the second one,
promises, promises from this guy breaks them every time, bro.
The second one I experienced,
I'm the best wingman, yo. Trust me, yo.
Yeah,
go out, my man. Worse than Ben Simmons.
No, the only reason why I say the second one is because I've had some family members that came to me for stuff, and I did such a good job. It was so worry-free for them. They're like, all right, this guy's going to be our go-to for everything. I'm like,
yeah, man, you got a crazy family. I ain't going to lie, yo. You got a crazy family. You gotta, I be worrying about you sometimes, King.
It is what it is.
You know? Like with him, man. I can't be giving them advice so much, man. Like over and over again, man.
Advice is.
We all give advice.
Yeah,
I think we all give advice to us every time. I feel like during podcasts we give advice to each other without even knowing.
But advice can be tricky too, because if somebody takes your advice for everything, if somebody takes your advice for everything, and then let's say something screws up because they didn't do it the correct way, they could just lean on you and say, hey, you told me to do this. You fucked this shit up.
Yeah, but that says more about the person that says that. To blame someone else when you in reality should blame yourself.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, those type of people exist.
I think you know who to give advice to. You can't just give advice to everyone.
You should know.
Because I'm not going to give advice to Sky. You know what I mean? So, yo, Sky, you need... you gotta go to the bathroom correctly, yeah.
You got to be wise with who you give advice to, because if they flip that back on you, that's going to be... Yeah, that's not the best thing in the world.
I'm still with number one.
Number one? I still say both. I think they're even.
With the second one, I figured out my family's magic trick. I just don't pick up the phone anymore.
That's the best. But what if they come to your house?
Have you had friends like that?
I'm not home. My lights are off.
Have you had friends like that? Have you had friends like that?
Yeah, but they're no longer my friends.
See, with me, I can't avoid them. You can turn your phone off. They come to my house. They come to my house.
My lights are off. I'm not home. Start knocking on your door. Are you home? No.
It's like having a studio is bad.
Having a studio?
Music studio.
Yeah.
And when people find out, it's like, yo, what's good, bro? That's why I never record. I could have made... I wouldn't say so much money, but I could have made maybe a decent amount.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple hundred like a month just recording. But like it just be like, obviously with the second one, they'll be using you.
Right.
And then at the end it's like, nah, man, I did this on my own, this and that, or they'll
make trash records and they'll tell you like,
no, it's the mixer, it's the engineer that's doing all that, making it sound bad. When the reality, no, the song's just trash, motherfucker.
Yeah. So,
but no, that's one. Yeah, me, I remember I only recorded one. I recorded your boy. What's his name? The no, I did him, and no, the other one. The Spanish dude, the bald guy. Who does a lot of workout now? Who spits?
Oh, FaZe? Didn't that's his name?
Really?
I think so.
The one who was always, he's a crazy worker.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I did him. I worked with him because, and then who else? I probably worked in probably less than 10 artists and throughout since I started doing music. It's just because I know if it gets out there, and I had people hit me up like, yo, can I record this? I was like, bro, I'm working on too much projects right now too. And plus, I have my own team, so I'm trying to focus on them. I had people hit me and like, bro, it was, nah, bro, I wasn't dealing with that shit, yo. Because I know how it is, man.
Because it's kind of crazy if the artist brings like 10% and they want you to bring the 90.
That's the problem.
It's like crazy.
Nah, I wasn't dealing with that. And then them bringing like 20 heads. What's the first thing I told you, bro, when you came to the studio?
I can't bring people.
Because, it starts to stack and...
I even got to the point where when I used to go to the So Amazing, I stopped bringing people. I would just be like me, the girl I was dating at the time, like one other person.
Yeah, it was just like...
That ended up being such a bad idea.
It's distracting.
It was like 30 people in there, and the stuff they were recording wasn't worth anything. So it was just like...
That's why that's crazy. That's the first thing I told her. I was like, yo, come alone. And then that's when I remember the first session he came here. I was like, yo, come alone. And he was like, yo, can I bring my girl? In my mind, I was close to saying up. I was like, you know what? I really like this artist. I said, yo, do it. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Because if I said no, it would have been, I think it would have affected.
Yeah, rubbed him the wrong way.
Yeah, right? So I was like, you know what? No, you do it. But if he would have said it's a boy, I would have said no.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Sense. So, no, because I remember, I think you said your girl was your ride. So I was like, that's fine. She could stay. Because I think she don't want to go back. So I was like, yeah, she could stay. That's cool.
Good times, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I told every artist. Same that I told you, I said, yo, come alone. Or just come with Pri. I was like, all right, bet. Every artist I always say come alone just because obviously your own home is like you just don't want anyone.
Yeah.
And also it's just nah. But yeah. Music studios, people get used a lot. If you have a music studio, people will use it a lot.
Yeah.
With the yo, can I pay you like after the royalties come in? Motherfucker, we ain't making money from this.
Exactly. Yeah.
That shit, we ain't making money from this.
I want my money now. Yeah.
Those are people you don't want to do percentages with.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's like,
I owe 90, you owe 10, motherfucker.
Give me the money up front.
Yeah, but you want to bring up something? What do you want to talk about? Yeah.
So the biggest story of the week, man.
Donald Trump got arrested?
Besides that, biggest story of the week. Canadian submarine.
Titanic.
Got lost in its expedition to go see the Titanic. I think it was 5 people. It was like a tourist expedition. Yeah. It's like
for the rich, super
like
rich.
$250,000 per person.
Yeah.
Basically something for the rich to kind of go and navigate and explore the Titanic. You know, I guess they didn't learn from my boy Jack not making it. So recently, I think the news broke 2 days ago that the submarine imploded.
Yeah.
And
almost immediately too. Yeah. Like on the day of.
For it was the day of, they think?
Yeah.
So that whole thing about 8 hours left, 12 hours left,
they were
was
already
all bullshit. Yeah, they were already gone.
You know what was sad? Sorry to cut you out. Because everyone was like probably like at the probably 50, 60, but one of the dudes brought their sons, 19-year-olds. I don't know if you guys knew.
Yeah.
The aunt came out and said the son didn't want to go. The 19-year-old didn't want to go, but since it was Father's Day and his dad really wanted him to come with him,
yeah,
he kind of was like forced to go, but he didn't want to go. And that's even sad. Like, it's like, yo, it's like 19. You didn't even live.
Yeah.
Like, your dad, no offense, your dad lived.
Yeah.
Even though he was like 55, whatever he was, your dad lived.
He lived.
19-year-old, bro,
He had a full life.
he just graduated. It's like, I don't know, man. I just think rich people just be bored with their money, yo.
Yeah.
And did you Mr. Beast?
Yeah, Mr. Beast was invited to go on, and Mr. Beast said no because he thought it was pretty scary.
There was another YouTuber as well.
Yeah, and what was it?
Would you go?
Hell no, bro. There's two things I'm scared of. Right? I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of being under the water in the ocean.
Can I ask you a question?
The unknown.
Can I ask you a question? I'm scared. I'm terrified of heights.
Mm-hmm.
If I did skydive, would you go with me?
Nah, bro. I'll watch you from the bottom. Like, I'm not.
Even though I'm scared, I'm like terrified of heights.
Look, man. Let me tell you something. I probably wouldn't pull the fucking parachute. That's how scared I am. So
I would tell the guy. I would literally yell, "Just you do it." Just tell me when you're gonna do it, but you do it. Like, I don't want to do it. Just tell me when you're gonna do it, so I know. Prepare when I'm.
Bro, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Bro, I already have a hard time going on roller coasters.
Oh, these motherfuckers, yo, Carbs. These motherfuckers took me to Six Flags, bro.
You know, I've never been to Six Flags.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've never been.
Motherfuckers lied to me. The first roller coaster we went. Yo, bro, this is the easiest one.
Wait, what is it?
I don't know what it was. I forgot. Carbs knows the name. Motherfuckers lied to me. Yo, it's the easy one. I hate roller coaster. It's it's an easy one. Bro, it was one of the worst ones. Yeah? Bro, my heart almost went to the sky. I was so scared of my life, yo. I was like, Lord Jesus, you motherfuckers lied.
Can you describe it? Like,
it was white. It was like a white. It was white. If anything, I'll text Carbs in the group. I'll ask him what was the. But bro, I was scared to my life, yo. I was like, guys, never again in my life I'm doing this ever again.
Like, don't get me wrong. There was one time that I kind of like conquered my fear. I think we went to Dorney Park. I went on roller coasters, but the adrenaline rush from it's too much for me.
Yeah.
I can't breathe with my anxiety.
Like, I couldn't do it.
I can't breathe.
But all in all,
don't laugh. Don't laugh, motherfucker.
But all in all, I was watching a video from James Cameron, who was speaking on the whole situation, and
don't laugh, stupid motherfucker.
Basically, what he said is
not like, too. I'm laughing at that.
Basically, what he said is that what they were doing is that basically what you said, they lied about the amount of air that they had left, and that it literally imploded the first go around. Like, they were just holding
the
off.
Pressure.
Yeah, it was holding off, letting people know like, oh, they got this much air left, and like, you know, lying to family just to kind of like give them some hope, right?
Yeah,
but knowing that they knew that it was already too late. They knew what already had happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's sad. It just goes to show that, you know, no matter how prepared you may be to do certain things that may be out the norm, we're never really prepared. Going that deep underwater and trying to hold 5 people in a submarine, that shit's not gonna work, man. Especially that small. It's a big dub.
I knew it was a red flag when the guy showed like a Logitech $30 controller, and he was like, "This is how you control it." No, it was an Xbox.
No, but it looked like Xbox.
It's a Logitech controller. It's like something you connect to your PC or something to play PC games, right? But it's like your life is dependent on that controller. Like, that's a red flag. That's an automatic no.
I just think it's the issue that rich people just don't know what to spend their money on. And they're like, yo, you want to go see the Titanic real quick? All right, fuck it.
So from speculations, they said that when they were trying to come back up, buoy back up, that something happened. When I think that...
One of the things I heard was that the connection was lost between the controller and
so basically that's why. So the emergency thing was to kind of like buoy back up. But something happened in that in between, and then I think there was like one last resort to kind of like have them shoot back up really quick. And basically what they were explaining is that since the sub wasn't moving too fast up, wasn't moving fast enough to go back up.
Yeah, because it's a long distance.
Yeah, that's what caused the implosion. And so basically, they said that it happened within 2 nanoseconds. Like, they didn't even realize that they died.
Yeah, they didn't feel anything.
Yeah, they didn't feel anything. They didn't.
That's how you want to die?
Like, not knowing? Yeah, I'm good on it.
You too?
Yeah, that's the best way, to be honest. You don't know.
Because one, they didn't feel it either. So they say it took 2 nanoseconds for the implosion to happen. So they died instantly.
Yeah.
But they said that the human body takes about 4 nanoseconds for it to register in your brain that something just happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't feel anything. But again, it's sad. It just, again, like you said, the rich are just poor. The rich are just bored and were willing to do anything.
But they should be smart enough to like
I
do
think
the checks and balances.
Yeah, but there was also, they said they've been doing this for like a while now.
Yeah.
That there was a previous, I think previously somebody working on it, and they kept saying that the whole mission kept failing.
Yeah.
And that they ended up firing him because I think he was exposing Ocean Gate.
Yeah.
On the whole situation. And we're here now, and look at that. So again, it just goes to show all this money and people still can't figure it out, and 5 people were lost. So,
and the CEO was in there too. Like, that's crazy.
Another thing they said was that did the CEO know that there was no hope, like it was gonna happen, I think we're gonna die, but didn't tell the rest of the people to not make them feel frantic or like.
But when did he know?
When he saw that they weren't moving up fast enough.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if
That's
you know
tragic.
you were about to die, would you tell whoever you're with, let them know that they're gonna die?
No,
don't
you
tell
can't.
Me. No, don't tell me.
Right?
That's not.
Nah, don't tell me. That's a good name. We want that today.
So
that's like Mahdi telling you, yo, we drive, yo, we're not gonna make it. And he's like, yo, we gonna make it.
But yeah, it's.
What'd you do if his brakes didn't work, yo? It stopped working, and he's like getting 80 right now.
Tuck and roll, baby.
Yo, at 80, he's going 80. He's like, yo, bro, my brakes don't work.
I'm gonna be like, yo, just get as far enough, just get as close enough as you can to the off ramp, and I'm gonna just tuck and roll.
Yeah, hilarious.
And another question is that a lot of people have been asking is like, will they be able to recover the bodies? But honestly, it's all just a bunch of goo. No, it's not. It's goo. The bodies have turned to goo, and they're part of the ecosystem down there. Now it's over. You know? Yeah, it's over.
You can't. There's nothing to grab.
Yeah.
Water.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Those memes, classic. As sad as this story was, those memes.
Oh, can we talk about the 700 migrants?
Yeah, of course.
Go for it, man.
I would say y'all do it because.
Go ahead, man. Bring it up.
I would say y'all do it, yo. Yeah, shot. You know,
because they're both wrong.
I'm not really. I'm not very.
So as far as I'm aware, from what I was reading, is that there was 700 migrants lost at sea, and they all lost their lives.
Didn't it sink?
Yeah, the boat sank.
Yeah,
and they all lost their lives. Super sad.
Most of them did. Only a few survived.
And where did they come from?
I'm not 100% sure.
I believe Pakistan was.
Pakistan?
Pakistan was one of the countries.
Oh, it's a bunch of countries.
Yeah. They were all fleeing from their country. You know, they were refugees, essentially.
How do we feel about them coming to the States? Do you have issues?
I just don't think it's the best way. You know what I mean? To take that big of a risk.
So it happened in Greece.
That's why I agree with Pat Bet David. This is the best country on planet Earth.
Oh no, 1,000%.
Yeah, nothing's even close.
Yeah, it says 700 men, women, and children drowned.
Oh yeah,
one of the country's worst maritime disasters.
Yeah, nobody talked about that.
But it's like it was beyond logic. Like you're taking up every square footage of that damn boat with human bodies. Like that
weighs more than the boat.
Yeah, there's no way that makes sense. There's no way that registers as okay.
The one who's running the boat, then why would you let so many people come on the boat?
Yeah.
So basically, right now they're holding Greek authorities accountable. Somebody said, regardless of what the smugglers wanted or where the migrants hoped to go, she said, you have an obligation to rescue when a ship is in grave danger. Negotiating with the smugglers is like negotiating with plane hijackers.
You know what? I wouldn't want to die like the way they died. Because drowning is like...
It's a slow death. Yeah.
It's a slow death, yo.
Is that kind of like, when you start... when you swallow your spit and it goes down the wrong hole? And
you like choke it, bro. I can't survive. That's basically it. I can't survive. I would like swing for something.
So basically from what I'm seeing is that the Greek The Greek authorities are holding the smugglers accountable for what happened, instead of the Greek authorities blaming themselves for not saving as many people as they could.
Was no.
And kind of negotiate. Like, I get it. Like, look, man, we live in times where people are trying to find places to go for better lives, right? I think that's been a human thing, or just a biological thing throughout animals and stuff like that, where if things aren't working in a place, you migrate somewhere else to hopefully find something better.
Right.
So for them to blame the smugglers who are just doing what, they're doing, obviously bringing people over, whatever the case may be. But if you see, fuck it, I don't give a fuck about anything else. The kids, that's all I care about.
Right.
You rather see kids die than to save them, or take accountability at the fact that you could have done more but you didn't because of what was happening in a moment. You could have save all those who you could have, and then take the legal actions that was necessary afterwards. But to negotiate with the smugglers and not even save the 700 women, men, and kids is by far it's beyond me. It's beyond me, and it's crazy. So
yeah, I don't really have any words for that, but tragedies, that's how it works, So.
We're fucked as a society, where we care more about negotiating than saving lives.
Welcome to America, where money is more important than people.
Yeah, but somehow America just... I don't know about all these other countries.
There's gonna be a long debate. Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to make... I don't want to make it long, but all these other countries that fight for whatever they believe in, right? Whether it be Pakistan, Bangladesh, whatever it may be, right? Whatever other country there is. If you have an issue against what America holds as valuable, why are you trying to come here?
So you're basically saying the same people who live here. Why are you trying to risk your
life to come here?
Oh, but what about the people that live here but say that?
I would say I take the same stance. Like, if you don't like America, go to a country that you do like.
Look at it.
It's giving Republican.
Giving Republican vibes.
How?
But that's what Republicans.
I understand America may not be at its best.
So you're telling me you can't?
It matters to care enough to make it even better. But if you go, man, this is a shitty country. It's the shittiest country.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the policy's views. If you're against the policy views, you're still saying, yo, go to a different country.
No, you should constantly work to make it better.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
You should constantly work to make it better. No, I'm not talking about...
I never would say this is shitty. Depending on... Even though it might make me mad every day with everything, police brutality and all that, everything that's going on in this country, I can't say this is the shittiest country.
Yeah.
Because everything that's done. But you get to a point where, like, damn, like, yeah, we're the richest country. We are the richest country.
I get the problem with they helping certain communities more than other communities, and it should be more fair in that way. That's true.
But I disagree on that point, because I think that, yes, they should be helping certain communities than really prioritizing on others. But I think that is also up to us as a community to make sure that we are investing in our community instead of taking from our community and shitting on our community.
I agree.
And I think
but you know where that starts? We put it in the right people.
I agree. But you know where that starts? That starts with the people bringing in the right people.
Yeah, but now this goes to back my choice. You can't talk about who's in the offices locally if you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
I tell my dad.
I'm with that stance also. That's why when people go, man, fuck America, this shitty ass country. If that's your stance,
I always
just go somewhere else.
Because my dad said, yeah, this town, this and that. I said, but did you go and vote for the person you like? I said, no. I'm like, yo, don't talk about certain people in the office. It could be local. It could be in the state, governors. It could be in the country now. If you're not going to go out, yeah, you could say your voting is frauds for the whole country. But locally, it's a little bit different. Locally, you could put the right person you want in local.
You can help their campaign. Yes. You could be out there. You could be vocal. You could do a bunch of things.
Like, you know what? Like, for this past one, the person I wanted lost.
Yeah.
You know? But it was a lot of the people, like, my parents didn't go. My sister's friend. Like, my thing is, like, but so I tell them, you can't talk about this town because you guys didn't go out.
Yeah.
So in the few next year, when the new person comes in and they start doing all this shit that you don't like, you can't say anything because you're part of the reason why this person is in here and changing all this.
Yeah,
the things are going around in town.
You gotta do your part to affect the bigger picture.
But nah, man. I feel like when it comes to the president of the United States, yeah, that's a little bit more vague. Like, you could say it's fraud. Like, a lot of fishy things go on. But local towns, state elections, like governors and all that, mayor, you can impact that.
Yeah.
You can impact
100%.
You can impact that. But yeah, man.
But the other thing is, well, yeah, it's like we hear a lot of complaints from within America, right? I think we hear more complaints from America than any other country.
Oh, 1,000. Because we're the best.
So it's kind of like a spoiled brat kind of situation, no?
There's always gonna be complaints when you're the top dog. You're gonna hear from both sides a lot. When you're not really doing anything, you're not the top dog. You're not gonna hear a lot of complaints. You know what I mean? America's the top dog.
I guess if that's what we need to make the country better, then so be it. But there's countries like Russia. Russia's crying right now. You know what I mean? But you don't hear anything.
You trying to move to Russia?
Might as well join them, yo. I'm fine.
That's a difficult situation.
Yeah, that one's different. Like for instance, coming from my mom and even my dad, they wouldn't move back to Peru.
Yeah,
they wouldn't go back.
My parents
visit. My mom said, "I'll visit. Like she said, "I'll stay here for a month. I'll stay here for a couple of weeks. That's fine." But go back? No. Yeah. I'm coming back here. She's like, I'm coming back to this country.
Oh, there's two things to that as well. Like my parents, same thing, right? They wouldn't go back. But the thing is, like, the way it feels here versus the way it feels in Bangladesh, culture-wise and everything. Yeah, if you feel like you're like chicken with no flavor, that's what it feels like. That's what this life feels like. It feels like chicken with no flavor. All the flavors over there. But they wouldn't go back there because of the politics and everything.
And the way of living.
Yeah. Being poor, et cetera, et cetera. But the chicken has the flavor, so to speak, over there.
I mean, I agree. I think I can attest to that in a sense of when I went to go get when I went through the process of getting my alien residency.
Yeah.
I had to go back to Mexico. I was in Mexico for 10 months. Mind you, my whole life is United States.
Yeah.
I'm whatever the culture here is, I'm used to that culture.
Right.
So I go to Mexico for 10 months, whole different culture.
Yeah.
Right.
The vibes, everything
is different. It obviously
the lingos, everything is different.
Yeah. So
even the smell of the air is different.
Well, I mean, yeah. And it takes a while to adjust to, especially because I stayed in Mexico. It took me about a month to adjust to the actual what is it? The altitude.
Yeah.
Because Mexico is on a higher altitude.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay. So the culture is different, yes, but it's also beautiful. As much as I enjoyed it, it's not something I would go back to.
It's nice for like a vacation, but not a place you would want to live in.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it's not for me.
Yeah.
Did I meet a lot of people? Did I meet interesting people? Did I go through things over there? Of course. It was a great time.
Did you slang your dang?
No.
You didn't?
I almost did.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I was going to take her V card.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
But she was of age, though.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just making sure.
Yo, this guy's crazy. This guy's sick.
But the question, did you have girls that wanted to be like, yo, bring me back? Like, no, not bring me back. Bring me here?
No.
No.
But yeah, all in all, the flavors over there.
Oh yeah.
But the flavor over here is way better for me.
What my mom says.
Serious?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the vibes and everything.
Yeah, but you also got to think about it, right?
I feel like there's more depth in the vibes in the home countries than here, because here it's like work. You know what I mean? It's a little dry.
It's more comfort here.
No, I feel like it's less.
No, it's more comfort for them. They're like
financially more comfortable.
No, because financially they'll be better over there. They'll be
No, you're talking about taking money from here and
no
there.
Over there they'll be good.
Nah, people are poor over there.
No, I'm talking about them.
Yeah, they're taking money from here.
No, I'm talking about the assets they have back there.
Okay.
He's like, no, don't be poor.
No, because generally
no,
speaking,
of course. No, but we have family that's good over there. But like what my parents got left behind, like from their parent, like they have.
No, I'm
houses.
just comparing.
Life
here versus life there, back in the home country. There's just more depth. There's more. Like sazon, right, in the life back there than it is here. Here, for the most part, you're working. You may see your family, friends here and there in small pockets, but for the most part, it's work, school if you have school, and then just thinking about life.
But you know why there's so much sazon in our countries? Our families are bigger.
Yes, 100%.
That's why. Here, my family is small.
That's why
even if your family is big here, it's not like you can see them.
That's why the comfort here is better.
No, I agree, but
that's where I kind of disagree.
In Mexico, everything is a train ride away, right? Train ride. If you have to, you'll take a bus.
Yeah,
a few hours.
And there's moments on top of moments, like within one day, like 10.
Like when I got robbed on my way to the market. Yeah. But that's besides the point. But I get you. I understand it 100%. Right? Like, but you know what the thing about being here is I don't have to worry.
Right. Over there,
I have to worry.
You got
that part's true.
Like as much as there's.
But if you know your area and you were born and raised there, you kind of know your ins and outs.
But even if you know your area here, you're still faced with danger. Yeah. You get me? So it's just like I have more comfort here. And I don't have to worry here. Yeah. And if I stayed over there, obviously I would have a better opportunity because of my English and my Spanish. I would have a better opportunity, but knowing that I would be struggling, that's the last thing I want. Yeah, I'd rather struggle here and know that I can figure it out than struggle over there knowing I can't figure it out.
But struggling here is a little different. The reason why I say that is you got to pay bills regardless. If you have it or not, you got to pay bills, right? Over there in a lot of the home countries, bills are very different. You don't have to pay every month. Like if you have a home, if you have land, you pay that one time and that's it. You know what I mean? You're not paying monthly. You're not paying rent. You're not paying mortgage. You're not paying all this. So you could be dead broke in those home countries and still be okay. Still get by somehow. Mm-hmm. Still live off of the fruits and vegetables you have in your backyard or whatever, right?
There's no fruits and vegetables in my aunt's house, I'll tell you that much.
But here, you're dead. Yeah, you're gonna commit suicide.
Fuck it. I'll see you on the other side, man. Catch me on the Titanic.
You want to bring up yesterday was the release date, man, for someone. Yeah, you want to talk about it? Yeah.
Someone came out of prison.
Who's released it?
Your boy, man. The boy.
Who's my boy?
The boy.
Oh, the boy?
The
Drizzy? Boy. Oh, yeah. Drake dropped the book.
What's it called? Titles Ruin Everything?
Yeah.
That's a hard title, though.
It is.
That's a hard title.
That's a hard title. I like that. It hits.
It's a triple entendre. Think about it.
What else? In the first page, what did he say?
I don't know.
That he's dropping an album?
Oh, it was a QR code that led you to it.
Yeah. That gave you updates and kind of kept.
What's it called, yo? For all my dogs?
For my dogs. I don't think that's the name of the album.
They say it is.
I think they're just playing with it, and then
I think it might hit, yeah.
it sounds like a rough name. I think it may be a working title.
Facts. I mean, I'm excited, man. If he says they want
the old Drake back,
the old Drake, I'm with it, man.
He's like, girl, don't tempt me.
The thing is, can he do it? Like a lot of artists, when they do this, when they try and attempt at their old classic levels, right? Like I think Jay did it once. Some artists have done it, but they have a difficult time executing. I don't think we get like a comeback season, So Far Gone, take care type of Drake.
Would you be mad if he called it So Far Gone too?
Yes. I'd be very upset.
Huh?
You can't do
I'd
that.
be very upset. Don't call it So Far Gone too.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, but we got Blueprint 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah. That was the idea from the get-go, from the beginning. This is
I don't
not.
want a So Far Gone too. I don't want to Take Care too.
Definitely not.
I don't want Nothing Was the Same too. I just make a whole new title.
Yeah.
But what I'm expecting and hope. No, I don't want to even expect anything. I'm just.
But
all I would want to say is, I hope it's a cohesive album and it gives me something of like views.
Yes.
It just all makes sense.
Like it's a solid.
Yeah.
Like
that's all I want.
Yeah.
And if it's not, that's cool too. I love new Drake music anyway.
This is an album, but if it was a mixtape, I actually would not mind a comeback season 2.
There was a comeback season 2.
Did you see the post he said that?
I gotta look into that.
Honestly, Nevermind was one of his favorite albums.
That's one
that
of my
he ever
favorite
did?
albums, man. I love that album.
So you can't really say that Drake just be.
Fuck his opinion, man. That shit was trash. Fuck his
You
opinion,
see,
man.
you see.
That shit was
I remember
trash,
he used to
bro.
always say, "Yo, I bet you Drake doesn't even like this album." Yo, he just did. Drake said it. It's one of his favorite albums he ever did. Yeah?
Drake is like YNW Melly. He got like 32 personalities. It depends which one you ask.
Great transition. Pusha threw some shots during the Louis V. Pharrell fashion show in Paris. He threw some. What we think of the shots? It was bait. It was bait.
That's
It was
right.
bait.
They were-
And
they
it was
were-
good bait. It was good bait.
The
I
crazy,
liked it.
they were very subtle.
You say you out of your element chasing for a feature.
Let's read those bars. Let me pull them up.
Damn,
Hold on,
bro, I
man.
started crying for that, yo.
There was one I didn't get. There was,
I remember you said it. I forgot.
solid bars. Still not like.
Oh no,
he
it's
said-
bait. It's bait bars.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, yo, just I want you to drop the first record because when I drop, I'm gonna
Yeah.
destroy your dumb ass.
I kind of agree with Jim when he says it's not like top 50 type verse.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course, because it's bait, right?
It's bait.
Yeah.
Like what he did with when he dissed Drake with the infrared.
Yeah,
That was bait. He's like,
but
yo,
I thought it was genius to drop in an event where all the biggest celebrities are there.
yes.
Because it's like,
Hove and Beyonce were bopping their head to it.
yeah, because you said that not everyone knows me like that. Everyone knows Drake. Not everyone knows me like that.
He's in Paris.
But I'm known by all the who's. You know what I mean?
That was
So,
the
yeah.
bar without saying it in the song.
Yeah.
He's like, my son's getting played in Paris
Yeah.
in the Louis V fashion show with
matter-
Pharrell.
I matter to those that matter.
And I'm modeling while my song's playing.
Yeah.
But go for
These are the lyrics. Uncle said, "You must be sick. All you talk about is getting rich. Choke my neck, and I ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much, and that will covers your necklace. I buy bitches, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections. Misery's fueling your regression. Jealousy turning into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling." That was a bar. I was like, some sign.
I always felt that way, by the way.
Some sign checks I know better than. Beware of my name that there is a delegate. You know I know where you're delicate. Crush
that bar right there is nuts.
Wait, can you repeat that?
you know I know where you're delicate. Crush your pieces. I hold my breath of it. I would close your heaven for the hell of it.
That's a bar.
You think it'd be valor against veterans? I'm watching your fame escape relevance. We all in the room, but here's the elephant. You chasing the feature out of your element.
That's nuts.
And those lap diamonds under inspection. The question marks blocks your blessings. There's no tombstones in the desert.
That one.
I know by now you get the message. Yeah, there's no tombstones in the desert.
But what is that like?
So basically saying like you're dried up, like you don't matter. If you go to the desert, there's nothing
you're
there.
dried up. You're nothing.
Nah, that gotta be. There's no tombstones in the desert. Yeah, but what is he trying to say with that?
He's basically saying your career's dried up.
Okay.
Like your career's dead. It's dried up. There's no graveyards in the desert. You don't see anything in the desert.
You're just
Everything is
dried up.
covered. There's nothing there.
You're just dust.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're just dust.
Oh, so the bodies that you caught don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's good to have rappers in here, so then he can help us.
So Uncle said you. Oh wait, I already said that. I said it don't take much to put 2 and 2. Your lucky streak is now losing you. Money's dried up like a cuticle. They're gasping for air now. It's beautiful. John 10:10. That's my usual. Mamas is falling out in funerals, embalmed and bloat. Now they viewing you. They never find their guns, but the sewers do. Bubbles was sick. He need medicine. Brought him back to life. Now he dead again. Richard don't make watches for presidents. Just a million trapped between skeletons. This is the darkest that I've ever been. The diamonds make you taste peppermint. You went thrive in the snow like it's the Revenant. And send orders back down and keep shoveling.
All right. So last night, Jim Jones dropped a freestyle dissing Pusha. I'm not gonna lie, I got the Jim Jones lyrics here, so we're basically gonna go at each other now. Thanks, Pusha.
You're welcome.
Did you guys listen to it?
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
I liked it. It was like a C+ effort for me.
It was decent.
It was decent.
probably-
It was cool.
No,
like
but
I wasn't. A lot of people were like, "Oh, this is trash." Like it was
I must
cool.
say for
Yeah,
Jim
I agree.
Jones, he had some bars here. So here's the most.
But how do we know this is not his bait?
Nah, bro.
He's naming him. He called him out.
He called them.
Yeah.
Pusha didn't say his name. So here's some of the bars that he said. He said the only beef you know, Ninja, is Arby's or the Big Mac. When we drive through, we drive by in the car with the Big Macs. That was cool.
Yeah.
That last shit you drive was garbage. Take that shit back. Obviously he's talking about what's the last time he dropped?
Damn.
But then again, everyone in the comments was like, "What about that shit you dropped a Hitmaker, Jim?" Nobody. And then let's see. He goes back. What happened to that boy? Okay. He started off the verse with, "That shit was trash. We're gonna let them get a do-over. They got you."
It's almost dry.
They're almost dry.
Yeah.
He started off the song. "That shit was trash. We're gonna let them do a do-over. They got you gassed. They must think you're the new Hova. You weigh 40, Ninja. I jumped in the new Rover. Your brother's still jumping on the bed. Tell him to move over."
That was funny. That was a funny line.
Yeah, but I didn't even really put it. And then he said, he also poked fun at Pusha's electric sense of fashion by calling him a fly bitch. He said, "You be dressing kind of weird, man. You really need a stylist." Jim, have you seen?
You cannot dress
Jim.
for shit, Jim.
Jim. Plus, we all know what you identify with. Plus, you kind of sort of dress. Ninja. You've been a fly bitch. And then he said,
That was a cringe bar. I ain't gonna lie. That whole setup, that was a cringe bar.
Yeah, the Gorilla Apes. We heard those bars before, bro. All my gorillas got stones. Did you hear after the gorillas he said nitrate? Did you catch that ad-lib? Did you catch that ad-lib?
What he says?
After he said all my gorillas got stones, he says nitrate as the lastly, King Poison, he was offended by that he took the dime. He said, "Don't talk about my jewels. That was a cheap shot. These all are VVS. This ain't cheap rock. I don't know if you're a rapper. I should treat you like a street op."
That shit was terrible. But I mean, all in all, this was cool.
I was like, for Jim Jones. I'm talking about for Jim Jones.
The only thing I didn't like his flow on it. I think his flow sounded rushed. It sounded.
I mean, it was a Jim Jones flow.
Yeah, it's a Jim Jones, bro. It's the New York thing, man.
Yeah, shit. The flow wasn't it for me.
When do you think Push is dropping?
Man, I think Push is gonna eat him up.
Oh,
I don't think he's going to, because what do you have to gain out of this?
Bro, he's
bored, man.
He's competitive, bro.
I don't know if
he's gonna add more.
Mahdi,
he's gonna add more rappers.
How people are petty. Everyone's petty, bro. Push it. He's competitive. He likes this type of shit. He loves going bar to bar with people.
I don't know. Like certain things is like high school level. I don't know.
Nah, Mahdi. It's different when you're in the field, man.
Nah.
It's different when you're in
field?
the field. It's
What field?
different.
He'll probably do another record and he'll probably just diss him on there. I don't think he'll do like a response, but
I'll put money he puts a record out. Why? But he's gonna put that record out and he's gonna diss Drake with it. He's gonna diss Drake. He's gonna diss Drake and Jim Jones on that record.
I could see that, because then there's a plus. There's something to gain.
But
But if you just come strictly at Jim Jones, Or even if you come at Jim Jones and Cameron, because Cameron has a show going. But that maybe there's some
Cameron's gonna review the fucking song on it. He's like, Jimmy, that ain't it. But again, it was cool. It was a cool like response. I love this. I love this part of hip hop where they're sparring against each other. I love it. I miss it. We don't get that.
I'm not with the we're too old for this. No, I love this shit. Like I'm so competition. I like beefs.
Jim's opinion still stands. He's not like top 10, right? But the funny thing is, Jim's not top 10 either. So coming back at
to be honest with you, Jim is not even top 80.
Yeah, so coming at him would make no sense, So
yeah, but sometimes, bro, it's just Pusha comes from an era that he just likes to rap.
Yeah, I think Pusha's rebrand and everything headed into where he's at now. His relevance is peak. You can't take that away from him.
And you got to think the only people who view to not respond to certain artists are people like a Drake, a Jay, a Kendrick, a Cole.
Because you can't but
Pusha,
that's like Nike responding to like All Saints or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it comes to a point.
Athletics.
It comes to a point where like certain people would, but obviously I think 50 would. I think 50's at the point.
What did Jay-Z say? I'm too big to respond.
But he did respond to Jim Jones. He did Brooklyn High.
No, because the record was huge. The record was like,
but he dissed them
on planet Earth.
But he contradicted himself. He said, "I'm too big to respond," but you dissed Jim Jones.
You're not too big to get on like the biggest record.
But you dissed him.
Yeah, that's fine. But same thing with Joe Budden. That record was like the biggest thing moving.
But
if they don't have those records, then there's nothing.
Hov contradicted himself. He said, "I'm too big to respond," but then a year later he dissed Jim Jones.
You're not too big to respond on the biggest record moving. That's like Hotline Bling. If Pusha T would have gotten on Hotline Bling,
no,
that would have made sense because it's Hotline Bling.
No,
it's contradicting. Yeah,
no, not at all.
Was you think when he did Story of Adidon, it made sense because he was on Story of OJ?
Wait, say that again.
When he did Story of Adidon,
yeah,
and he was on the Story of OJ beat. That's the only reason it was hot. It was big because he was on the Story of OJ.
No, it was big because it was Drake. So it's either the record or the artist, but something got to be big enough for you to respond. If it's not, it's like Wendy's. Like they'll get on Twitter and they'll respond to smaller brands if there's something big enough trending. But just to respond, like
what
do you got with Jim Jones right now?
Like I said,
it's competition.
I say Pusha T puts out a record.
If he does, there's gonna be something attached for him to get a bigger gain. Just to get at Jim Jones. Just to get at him, I don't see that happening.
But I mean, I think I don't. Okay, so you're saying that him responding to Jim Jones was unnecessary?
What, the first time?
Yeah.
The first time was fine because it's just a bait. And it's so generic that you could kind of...
You could plug anybody in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, makes sense. Okay,
but him to say Jim Jones on the record, I don't see that happening. Also, to make a whole diss record response to that, I don't see that happening. Unless there's a bigger plus, unless he has something else drawn up.
Gotcha. Jimmy's gonna get J.R. Ryder to get in the studio.
J.R. Ryder is not getting any response at all. That was desperate as hell.
Oh yeah, nah. You see that?
Yeah,
I agree. But like a Jim Jones caliber, and the longevity, and the history that he brought to this game, because he did.
Yeah.
Deserves a response. But a person like
he gotta have something going on. If he had something going on, that's a different story.
I don't know.
He doesn't have anything going on right now. Cameron would have been a different story. They got that show's doing numbers.
That shit taking off, yo.
Yeah,
I just think you gotta. Hilarious. I just think you gotta view certain people just don't care about that, yo.
You have to. Just as a brand, you gotta be brand smart. You gotta do it the right way. Point blank. Period.
Oh yeah, but I just think certain people just don't care, yo.
How many people responded to Steph Marbury? Steph Marbury been dissing Jay-Z his whole life. Jay-Z hasn't said, I don't think he's even said a bar about Steph.
Yeah, but taking Hov away.
You think Jack Harlow going to respond to MGK?
You see, that would be stupid.
For Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
Why?
I think MGK will body Jack Harlow. I'm sorry.
I think they're even as far as like fame level. Well, Jack Harlow fame is level, the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, put it like.
But if we're talking about bars, I think MGK will handle him with no.
Eminem
problem.
was in a lose-lose situation. If you respond to MGK, and it wasn't good, they're gonna bash you. You don't respond. The people are like,
I take back what I said. Eminem is the only one who doesn't care about brand. That would just go at anybody.
because he likes the game of hip hop.
Yeah, but Eminem's the only one.
But when I'm saying yes, but you gotta think outside the box that there might be more people like Eminem, like a Pusha T, that be like, yo, I don't care about
because
this.
if you were like Eminem, you would be. Eminem's an introvert. He barely does any brand deals. Paul Rosenberg brings him all the brand deals. He doesn't. He's not a brand. He's not like 50 Cent. He's not like all these big entrepreneurs. Pusha T's working his way towards that. There's no way like he does sloppy shit, and you could tell by the foes that he.
Oh
picks.
yeah.
So
if he drops a diss towards Jim Jones, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
I'll be surprised.
You don't think
if
Eminem's
there's
a
nothing
brand?
attached. No, he doesn't move like a brand. He's a brand because of. It's like the Jay-Z line.
He's more of a brand for who he is than what he does. Is what you're saying?
He's like, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Kind of.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Whereas Jay-Z's, even though he said that line, Jay-Z is a businessman. 50 Cent is a businessman. Pusha T just is becoming a businessman. You know?
Okay. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
I don't know any true rappers like Eminem besides like MF Doom, but he passed away, right? So, yeah, I don't know too many rappers.
But how do you feel about 50 responds to everything?
He's very smart because he makes it a thing. He makes it. He makes
it
mad
a
money
moment.
off of each moment. Like 50. Like how the hell do you make? How do you make that a moment?
But my thing, how do you keep on bringing like Vivian Fox and dissing her?
Because it's a moment. Because
he makes that something.
Hey man, Pusha might be like a 50, yo. It might make it a moment. You gotta think outside of the whole Jay-Z and Drake. Pusha might be a 50 and be like, he's gonna make this as a moment.
If he does, it has to be impressive. I'm gonna keep my eyes on it and see what he does. But
I'm never gonna forget the video of Pusha T at Hot 97 with Funk Flex. But I play that, repeat it, rewind that back. Yo, that was crazy. That was a moment too. That was really a moment. Oh man. Speaking about moments.
Oh, I take it back one more time. Meek Mill would respond for no reason because he doesn't really. He's not this.
You see, movie.
So there are some. There are some, but it's not too many. Like Meek Mill be responding for absolutely no reason at all.
But mind you, he's in that crowd too. He's hanging out with Jay. He's hanging out with.
But he just doesn't have the same logic, I guess. I don't know.
But I've been told you that he's. You know what? Next, man. Bring us up.
He just got a different feel. That's how.
He's just dumb.
Nah, I won't say that. He just got a different feel.
So what I was gonna bring up. What was I gonna bring up?
Who knows, man?
Damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, speaking about moments,
right.
Joyner Lucas just put out a new record,
right?
And a video. I don't think Joyner Lucas gets the respect that he gets.
Yeah, but this is the only thing he's good at.
But this is what
and
do you mean?
These type of videos, and we spoke about this.
I kind of agree to that a certain extent. He's a little one-dimensional in that he does this very, very well, better than anybody else. But when it comes to the albums, it's like.
But this is going. Yes. Look, he ran back to this after his singles with Chris Brown. After his albums, people were like, "Nah, we're not feeling this." So he's like, "You know what? Let me go back to this."
No, but I think this is something that he always does. He's always done it. He did it from the inception of his career.
Yeah, but we're over it, man.
I'm not over it.
You're great.
He does amazing.
You're great. You're amazing.
But this is a moment. He does this. He creates a moment where people will talk about it. And it's something that's so relatable.
I think it would be smarter if he did these moments sort of like Lucy's, the way Drake does Lucy's, and then released an album that had replay value. Because this is too deep to have replay value.
I'm going to tell you something. These little visuals and songs remind me of Eminem's rapping so quick. I get it. You could rap. Right. I get it. You're really good at doing the fast.
Promo.
It's great.
It's great
but
promo.
What else can you do? It's like, look, Joyner, you're amazing at storytelling. Your videos are great. The way you write this is great. But what else can you do, man, besides this?
Same thing with the rap and fast. You can't slap it on an album because you don't want to listen to that 100 million times. The first time is impressive. It's like, whoa, you did that.
Rap God was fucking crazy. But it's like, all right, what can you like? That's why you could tell Joyner Lucas is very heavily influenced by Eminem.
Right. I agree with that. I've never disagreed. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
My bad. Go for your moment, man.
No, but I enjoy the record. I think it's great.
It's deep.
It
it's
really is deep. It gives the...
And shout out to, what's his name?
Rotimi.
Great actor.
It gives the undertone of what certain friendships are like.
Right. Very relatable.
Broski.
Broski.
How many broskies do you have, King?
I don't have any broskies. I have brothers.
All right, Carbs.
Going back to that earlier question, people with promises that they can't keep,
There
and
you
then
go.
the second one. This is the second one.
Yeah.
This is the second one.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the record. I think it's great.
And
I think Joyner Lucas does this very well.
1,000.
He does not ever fail when it comes to this.
I think he does this better than anybody else.
Yeah. This will be a moment for the week, as per usual. When he did the whole black and white thing.
Yeah.
To what else? What was the other record? What was the other record? There was another record.
It's just the replay value. Like, I want to.
There's a few other records. I can't think about it right now.
About the guy with the that got shot.
Yeah,
you know,
the
very first
kid
one?
from Detroit.
Yeah,
who got shot.
That was a good. I really liked that.
There was another one. I know there's one more. I just can't. It does not.
Is this your favorite one so far?
No, my favorite one is still the first one about the kid from Detroit who got shot. That it tells both sides of the stories. It's so like it's crazy. Like that's the type of record that'll make you cry type shit.
Yeah.
So
I just keep saying, like, what else can you do? Like, I think he tried the singles, his albums. It's just,
you know what I think Joyner Lucas is gonna shoot for? I think he might shoot towards the directive part of his career and go like the 50 route.
I agree.
I think that's where he's shooting for.
I think what he should try, rather than an album, we don't have to need an album from him. He should try for a short film with these rap bars. Like it could be rather than an album, do a short film with these stories back to back. People would watch that like crazy.
That'd be something dope.
That would be
like
insane.
a short film album.
Yeah, that would be
the Will
fire.
Smith record also. That was another one.
The Will Smith joint. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. The Eminem or Joyner Lucas record was crazy.
That shit is crazy.
That shit to this day, replay value is nuts. It's a vibe. Don't hate.
Good.
I do agree on the part where I think Joyner's albums don't resonate as much.
Yeah, because I tried. I swear to
God.
God.
I tried too.
I'm gonna be honest, between the battle between Luger.
Oh, the Snitch record too. Don't forget about the Snitch record.
Oh, that was Logic versus the Joyner. You know how there was beef.
Yeah.
Logic makes better albums, way better albums.
I agree. I don't even like Logic like that, but I agree.
Like I could vibe to more Logic records than Joyner Lucas records.
Yeah,
I just I think Joyner is in that.
Hobson? Is that his name?
Hobson.
That's another guy. Hobson.
He has his moments too.
He does this very well,
Eminem
also, but he does it in a different way.
In a weird
but
way.
his albums have replay value.
It does.
Yeah.
I never really.
I mean, it's not for everybody.
He's Eminem influence, right?
Yeah, he has a very huge cult following, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing about Hobson. But when it comes to Joyner, I think he's going through that Eminem effect, where he does certain things where it captivates people, but the albums are just not.
It falls completely flat.
It falls completely short.
Recovery aged well, man. I
told you, man.
I know. I love it. That's him. I love Recovery. But I'm just saying, speaking of Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kamikaze, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's kind of a bop, yo.
Yo, Beautiful. Off of Relapse. I love that song.
That shit makes me cry, yo. Because I just think about the moments, man.
Spacebound off of Recovery.
Now you know what's my song? The intro is crazy.
Cinderella.
Sensation.
Cinderella Man was nice.
Cinderella Man. I love that record.
That's a great record.
And Bad? That was like the old Eminem. Bad was like the old Eminem.
I'm not gonna lie, Recovery doesn't get as much love as it should, but that's also because it was a cash grab.
You know what was a very underrated Eminem record? 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Like
because it was because of the explicit nature.
It's not a bop like you would listen to.
No,
it's
one.
I would.
It's one of those
kind of scene.
I listen, you know what I mean? That's a record like you listen to like for like motivation or like if you're like in the gym trying to get pumped up.
I listened to Mosh the other day. Nah, man.
Isn't it about killing or something?
What, 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of. But the record he.
But Mahdi, what about? But if I'm talking about pulling up with the guns and shooting people, it's cool.
That's cool.
But I'm a thug. I'm a gangster.
You want to pull up to that?
So Eminem can't do
that's about protection. That's about gaining ground.
But you still killing somebody.
About like
killing someone. It's all revolves around killing people.
Look at the hypocrisy.
Nah, that's a different.
Nah, man.
Nah,
the hypocrisy.
Nah, you hypocrite,
But back to the subject. Jordan
you
Lucas
dookie,
new video.
like that jersey says.
Show
You
you.
dookie.
But back to the video.
Joyner?
I think is great, awesome. I love it. Shout out to Joyner. He never fails with these type of records. I do feel like he needs to. The production on his albums, it just need to resonate better with his fans. But when he does stuff like this, it just goes to show that you cannot put him up there with like the new rappers when it comes to
Talk about organic albums. That Coil Ray album is a bop.
It's about.
Yeah.
It's a bop. That intro is hard as hell, by the way. She was rapping up.
It's not like a. Some people take it overboard and say it's a classic. It's not like a top.
It's
top
not.
to bottom.
Yeah, it's not.
2 hours in.
You know,
it's a classic, baby.
This is
I still stick to
this is
the
how
ones
I
I
review.
like.
This is how I start to review albums, right? Especially with artists that
No,
I'm
but the
not
Coil Ray
really,
album's really good.
with artists that I'm not as delved into yet.
Yeah.
Like Coil Ray's album, like I listened to it. For it being Coil Ray and seeing her growth in the type of music that she's been making, it's a great album. I think she did a great job. Her team did a great job putting this album together. And it's exciting to know that she is only going to get better because of the sounds that she's shooting for. She's not staying one dimensional.
Yeah.
You get me? So all in all, I think her album was great. It was great. I can't.
Yeah, for her stand, like
Yeah.
I would give it like a 7. It's not my vibe. Obviously, it's not towards. I'm not the audience that she's gravitating. But like, there's certain records that I could really bop in the whip.
I agree.
Well, one of the things I keep learning about albums and how people take albums is it really matters how people see that individual.
Yeah.
How people see that artist. If they see that artist in a negative light, they could release a damn near classic. They won't get that credit.
The Baby.
So
His single's still
matters.
fire though. I fuck with it.
Fetty Wap's last album is actually pretty good, but nobody's gonna talk about it. But it's just it matters how people see you. Like part of the reason why J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick are up there is because of some of the things that they say in interviews, because how intelligent they are. If they weren't as intelligent, I don't think we put them up there. You know.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys.
That's why people love Cardi so much, and that's why people always tune into whatever Cardi does or she drops.
Yeah,
it's because people love Cardi for who she is, her personality. I think that a lot of these artists need to understand it's your music is only going to sell if you are interesting.
Yes,
that's it. If you are not interesting, if you're dull, if you're a piece of shit, people don't give a fuck about your music. You could be the most creative motherfucker in the world, but if you're a shitty person and nobody fucks with you, they don't care.
There's two individuals I feel like that could have benefited more if they were more vocal, more out there. And one of them is like Big Crit. I feel like Big Crit's right up there with Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. Mm-hmm. The other guy's Danny Brown. His albums are actually phenomenal.
My number one's Fab.
What does that have to do?
No, my number one is Fab. If he was more out there.
No, you're right. Is it Fab and Lloyd Banks?
This guy is nuts.
But Fab speaks more. Speaks more than the guys that I know.
But Fab didn't start speaking more until like.
Bro, you're right. That part.
When was the last interview you saw from Fab?
He was on about something recently. I think he was an Angie Martinez interview or something. He did something.
He didn't do it because he hasn't been on Angie Martinez in a while.
He's done some interview. Like he's been vocal. He's been out there. Lloyd Banks, not at all. Like he could have been a megastar if he was more vocal.
Oh yeah, those are two. I put them over Big Crit and Danny. But Big Crit, yes, he's dope. But Lloyd Banks and Fab would have been in those conversations.
Right.
It's like I think about wrestling, right?
Stone Cold.
You have your heels and your baby faces.
Right.
If you're a baby face, you're out of here.
But
hold on. But sometimes even being a heel works.
Right.
But when I think about heels, I'm thinking about like 50 Cent, Kanye West.
Yeah.
Those heels where it's just like, we know you're an asshole. We don't really fucking like you, but you used to be cool, and I'm still gonna check in. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
You know? So
you gotta be strategic.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, certain artists should not speak. Like Frank Ocean. I feel like if he spoke more and was more vocal, I think we'd like him less. Not because he'd say anything negative or the wrong things, but maybe he's not as interesting as a human.
No, I must say, who's number one for all of us? If Travis Scott spoke more, we wouldn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So certain artists shouldn't
Goes
speak.
back to the
Certain artists-
goes back to the whole
Yeah.
the incident. My man's like,
I don't know what to say.
so
I'm like,
sorry.
yo, bro, who sent this video to me?
That looks like a like take me back video, bro. Like, babe, I'm sorry. If it wasn't me.
You're talking about the Paul Rosenberg interview, like the very first, or is this something?
No,
else?
remember
No,
the
they
whole,
did the apology with the.
Oh yeah, okay.
with the incident, the mosh pit.
But when he was on the XXL interview, right, and he came in for like a Paul Rosenberg interview or something like that, right? That was rough too. That was rough. Like if you go back and watch some of the earlier stuff,
Or like the Migos.
yeah. Well, Migos, Quavo's interesting.
No, Offset's interesting.
I
too.
think Offset's the better one out of the bunch.
RP to Takeoff. I think if Takeoff spoke more, he would have been bigger than Quavo.
Nah, Takeoff was funny. Yo.
Yeah, Takeoff.
No, he
Man.
was fun. But I'm talking about
They'll
being more.
Yeah, nah, if they be in the interviews talking, I'm gonna be like, Mama.
But that was the problem. Quavo was the main guy.
I think that's still fine. I think they're all interesting. They could have been more vocal for sure.
But Young Thug, did we listen to the album?
I listened to
Gunna's album's better. I heard.
I disagree.
Oh, Gunna saved hip hop. I heard.
Nah, I didn't hear that.
Nah,
but
I didn't hear that either.
No, Gunna had the #1 album, Billboard for hip hop.
which
They're
is
saying
horrible.
They're saying he saved hip hop, yo.
You know what other album I did listen to? And we're gonna get back to the Young Thug. I listened to the 6ix9ine album.
It's about isn't it?
That shit's trash, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, there's like 2 records I liked.
The intro, it
didn't
sounded
even come
like
up on my thing.
it sounded like something out of like a movie. Like I'm supposed to feel bad for you or some shit. Like the intro, and then the second song sounds just like the intro and talking about the same thing. And I'm just like,
No, there's 2 songs that it was the snippet that we heard on his IG.
yeah, that one was cool.
Hard. That one's hard.
That one was cool.
He's definitely getting blackballed because he didn't even come up. Like I checked,
Yeah, he did it.
he didn't come
And then
up.
it was another record that I was like, oh, this is alright. But the whole album, it's just not.
No, it's that wasn't good.
It's yeah. I mean, maybe for the
But
Latin
those 2
pop
records,
charts,
but those 2 records, they were about like I could hear those shits in the club.
no, for sure. Back to Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug, his album, you could tell it's dated. You could tell it was done years ago.
I don't want Drake on anybody's intro. Please don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Khaled ruined
didn't
it.
really-
Khaled ruined it.
No, you know, hold on. Test us back, man. I listened to Khaled's intro with Drake. That shit kind of hard, man.
Nah.
Which album are you?
From his last album.
His last album. Well, it was like 30 seconds.
Okay.
I kind of liked it. It's kind of a bop.
What did the album cover look like? I
It was the one
where he's praying on the ground.
A Father Aside? Is it Father Aside?
Now you gotta make me look.
What does the album?
It's the
cover
one
look like?
that with all the flowers.
And he's praying on the
Yeah.
ground? Okay.
And then I think the second song is God's Did.
Okay.
But Young Thug, did we hear it?
Yeah.
No, his last album was God Did.
Oh yeah, God Did. My bad. Father Aside. God Did.
The one
yeah.
before that was Khaled.
God did. What does the cover look like?
It's just his face looking up like this.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't with flowers around, right?
No.
Oh my bad, yeah. He having so much with the flowers and shit, yeah.
But yeah, I don't want Drake on anybody's intro. Please stop putting him on your intro. I really don't want him on your intro. Don't disappoint me with a Drake feature in the intro, and then it's like so subpar.
No, you know what disappointed me more? The title. Parade in was it called Parade in Cleveland?
Is that the name of the project?
No, that's
No,
the name of
Business is
the
Business.
record.
Oh yeah.
The intro was like when you think of a city with Drake, you're like, oh, okay, okay, we gonna get this. But then I heard it, I was like, it's like the same thing he had when we thought it was with the 21 album. It was like a city. What was it? But it was 21.
I think it was like 3 p.m. in Greenwood or something like that.
And we thought it was Drake. I was like, oh, Drake's going out, but it was 21 song. It's like,
But it was a hard record.
it was, but like
Yeah.
when we
But I don't
see
want
like
to hear. I don't want to hear 21.
when we see like a city with Drake, it's like, okay, we're about to get to 5 a.m. in
'cause they're thinking
Toronto.
that. I see.
Yeah.
The timestamps, right?
I'm not gonna lie. The intro, once it switched up into Thug's part, it was hard. But please, just stop putting Drake on your intros.
Yeah.
I understand who Drake
Or
is.
saying that Drake is A&Ring your project.
Yeah,
I
don't want to hear Drake A&R in your project. Let Drake go A&R P&D's album that we've been waiting for like the longest.
Did you hear Gunna's album?
I heard some of it, not all of it.
You don't like it?
It's cool.
No, it's
I'm
pretty good.
not
It's
really
pretty
a
good.
Gunna fan.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He saved hip hop,
Nah.
but he's
Nah.
#1.
It's not that good that it's like mind blowing. It's just good. That's it.
Better than the Thug album because they were comparing the two albums.
I would say so. I would say it's better than
disappointing.
The Thug album. No, the Thug album was good, but just good. It wasn't.
Shout out to Gunna, man.
Like I know what to expect from Thug. This is.
I like that record with Future though.
Yeah,
that record hard.
Do you think that clip with Doug and hitting up Lil Baby was real or AI?
I think it was real. I feel like it was real. And then they said AI just to cover up, but I think it was real. It got leaked.
Do you think Doug wanted to release this album last week, but like business pushed it back?
In the clip, right? I think in the clip
he wanted to drop it the same day.
Yeah. So it's almost like it's a response towards Gunna, isn't it?
That's what they're saying. Like,
you think Gunna's being petty?
I think Thug's being petty by it.
But do you think Gunna's so slow that he doesn't understand that?
No. I think Gunna is
being petty.
No, not being petty, but trying to forge. I don't know. He's trying to forge something.
Because you would think that, because he got what's his artist called? Something Got? Yeah, Got? Is it called? You know his artist, right?
Lil Got It, right?
Lil Got It, like they're on the album. You would think that Gunna would be on the album, right?
I mean, I don't really care.
Right? You would think that Gunna would be on the album.
If they were cool, right?
Yeah.
But I think Gunna is trying to make it seem like there's a misunderstanding. And as soon as he gets out, we're going to clear up that misunderstanding.
Yeah, you're going to get you.
He going to go back the same day.
Yeah, that's the misunderstanding. They're going to get you.
It's understood now.
I'm just waiting for that Drake album. I feel like it's dropping any day. I feel like
I wouldn't be surprised if he drops it on a random.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna drop it last night with the book, like at 11 at like what he did with if you're reading this too late, he dropped that thing like at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. like on a Wednesday.
No, it was a Friday night.
Was it?
It was a Friday night. No. It was a Saturday night because I was going out that night, and I was
going home when it came out.
Oh, there was a Friday night then.
No, I think it was a Thursday night.
No, bro, because me and Cars, we had some things to do with some things.
So then it had to be a Friday night.
And
it was a Friday night?
Yeah.
Because this is back when albums were dropping on Tuesdays.
Yeah, and then it dropped like at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and like me and Cars were heading out, and I had the BMW. I was like, yo, bro, I was playing Energy the whole night. Oh, bro, those are the days, yo. Like, that album's still one of my favorite Drake albums. I put that above Take Care, me personally.
I think Views is creeping his way back. He's creeping his way up in his Drake's discography. And my eyes.
Views.
Let me see.
One thing that we didn't get to discuss in the last pod was about the new requirements for YouTube. If you want to go over that.
Let me
why you put him on the spot like that?
No, I'll just try and pull it up.
You gotta be ready.
But one of the things I wanted to discuss was what KD said. Right? KD basically said he got into Twitter Spaces, and he made me think about this. He said, I don't know if he said this. I'll just tell you what I took from it. If you take away the accolades, right? Even when it comes to music, when it comes to even best ball players, when you take away the accolades and just look at the skill, doesn't that list look different? Like, who's on that list then? Who's on the top 5 rappers? Who's on the top 5 ballers? Then
my top 5 still don't change.
Yeah, my top 5.
My top 5 changes. My top 5 changes. Because if you take the accolades away and you're just looking at the skill level, I would say
if that's the case. Eminem's better than a lot of your favorite rappers.
I agree. Like skill level, MF Doom is up there.
I agree.
Jay-Z's still up there, I believe.
I would still put Biggie up there.
Biggie's up there.
But you would have to put Big Pun up there. There's no way. His intricacy and the way he put syllables together was just.
You would have to put Big L up there.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of overrated as far as the skill goes. He's great, but I think he's a little overrated. Because he held the streets down, so I think there was that love. But
Outkast. Andre.
Andre 3000 would be up there
for sure. And he's coming out with an album, bro. I'm so excited.
It was a joke.
It was.
Yeah, it was a.
Yo, shout out to Killer Mike. The album's really good.
I gotta listen to it. But that Andre verse, Crazy.
Nah, Andre's still, she's cool.
Get out of here.
I got Russ.
I think you gotta have higher IQ
the
to
fact that
understand
you're saying
Andre.
you have Russ over Andre 3 stacks.
That's just
At what?
It's like
At what though?
it's like saying
At skills. So we're talking about skills.
it's like saying
it's like saying Ja Morant is better than Michael Jordan.
nah, bro. It's like
he did say that though.
Nah, bro. It's like fucking saying that Messi's a better basketball player than Michael Jordan.
No.
Bro.
Yeah,
Get out of here. You're
like,
out your mind.
It's not.
No, he can rap. Are we talking skill level or we're talking about making music?
Doesn't matter what.
He's an overall better artist than Russ. Don't do this.
All right, man. Next.
The only reason Andre 3000 isn't the best.
Bro, we're
overall,
not getting into this
That's
topic
what I say.
again.
Go. That's what I say. Go. What were we talking about?
I'll just end it with this sentence. The only
No,
reason.
because if you end it, I'm gonna rebuttal that.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll take
no,
the
because I'm
rebuttal.
not trying to have this conversation.
But the only
You
reason.
see, look, he wants to go. All right, let's
The
go.
only reason Andre 3000 isn't the best artist of all time is because he doesn't have enough work out there. He doesn't even have a solo album. So there not being enough work
Thank you.
is the only reason he's not the best
And
artist. He's
that's-
way better than Jay-Z. He's way better than
I want to. You see,
he's way better than any artist.
No.
Period.
I put it, and that's the reason why I put Russ above him.
Because he has more workout.
And he does have a solo album out. You can't be one of the best if you don't have a solo album out.
That's I mean
Then we need to take Lauryn Hill out of everybody.
Take her out because she's not in my top 10.
It's a lot of people.
Take her out, please.
She's in their top.
Take
10.
Lauryn Hill out of your top 10. She's not in your top 10.
if that's your criteria, sure. You know, if that's
There
your
has to be
criteria,
criteria. There has to be. There has to be.
that's-
Because if that was the gate, if that was
but
the case,
that goes back
if
to
that's
what
the
KD
case, yes, KD, you're stupid. Yes, if take out the no.
How do you agree with KD and then call him stupid?
What are you talking about?
KD said take the accolades out and just look at the skill level.
No, I'm not saying no. That's stupid. Because we play for one thing only, and that's to win the trophies. We play to have the classic albums. We play to have we sell the most albums. We play for that shit. If you want to think like that, go to the park. Right?
Go to the park is crazy.
Yeah, go to the park. Fuck that. I hate when people like that, KD and all these other, who cares about the accolades? Then why the fuck are you in the NBA? Give me the money. We play. Hey, if you don't go to the NBA and think championship, bro, come on, man.
So if Andre 3000 were to drop this album that
was
Killer
great.
Mike said, right, and it was great, you would say he's better than Russ at that point?
No, I would put him in the conversation.
In the comment, that's wow.
I was not even in the conversation.
At skill level, he's in the conversation. But being the best, to put him in the same conversation as Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie is blasphemy to me.
That's wrong. Like skill level is skill level.
I disagree.
Yeah, skill level.
Jay-Z can't do what Andre 3000
That's why I said skill level. He's in the he's in the top. He's the top skill level. I'm not taking away, but we're talking, bro. I hate with the accolades. If you don't have the accolades, get the hell out of my top 5, top 10. If that was AI should be my top 3 of all time. Allen Iverson, by the way.
If you take
Not
away
Andre
all the
Iguodala.
accolades, yeah, Allen Iverson's definitely top 3 all time.
Yeah. So no, what are we playing for? You see, this is why there's people that like Kobe and Jordan, and then there's people like Kevin Durant and all these other people who think about accolades as nothing. No, accolades.
Does KD have a ring?
Yeah, he does. But those shits don't count,
he has
man.
2.
Right? They don't count, right?
Well, with Golden State?
They don't count, bro.
But
There's people like Kobe and Jordan that says rings are bust. And then you got regular people like KD say, bro, it's not really about the rings. I just like the ball. Bro, motherfucker, go to the park then. Yo, you get paid billions and you talk about, the rings don't matter, yo. Man, get the fuck out of here, yo. Listen, there's great players that never won rings. I agree. Great. Charles Barkley, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Allen Iverson. Who else? Vince Carter. There's a bunch. But if you want to talk about being the greatest of all greatest, you get the fuck out of my conversation. No, man. Same thing with Andre, bro. Give me a solo album. You can't be a top 5 and not have a solo album. That's nuts.
Patrick Ewing doesn't have a ring either, right?
Another great, but he's not better than Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan got 5. David Robinson. David Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. We're playing for accolades. If that's the case, then play for free, right?
Tim Duncan was a power forward, right?
Yeah, and then David Robinson was the center. Twin Tower. If accolades is nothing, right? Play for free.
If you take the accolades, out in basketball, I think AI's up there.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird,
Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley.
No. At top 5, that's crazy. No,
Charles in their positions. I'm talking about.
No, top 5. I would put Larry Bird on there. Magic Johnson, KD, AI, and
Larry Bird
probably
has
Shaq.
Hold on, Larry Bird has rings.
Yeah, but he's not in
Oh,
the
you're
top
talking about
five. If it's just skill level, he was one of the nicest.
You know who too?
One of the nicest.
You know who too? Tracy McGrady. He will be up there.
Yeah.
Another player that never won a
Reggie
ring.
Miller's. Yeah.
Reggie Miller. You see, I don't want to use the word overrated.
Steph Curry would be up there for sure.
Steph Curry changed the game, bro.
Yeah,
like I don't want to say Reggie Miller was overrated.
Yeah.
Because then the old heads would be like, "Yo, bro, you don't know basketball." But Reggie was. I don't think he breaks the top 50.
Wait, top 50?
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
Top 50?
I don't think so.
That's
Reggie? I don't think so.
Top 50 is kind of crazy.
I don't think so. I see a lot of people better than him, yo.
Steph's definitely better.
I put Ray Allen over Reggie.
I would too.
But I'm not, man. KD, like I love KD. I think he's a great athlete. But
he just got to win one by himself, which he can't do anymore.
Can't. That's what he always talks about the accolades, bro. The accolades. Nah, man. Fuck. If you're not playing for accolades, then what the fuck you living for?
Yeah. No, it's cool because you can't anymore. Every team is stacked now. Like, how are you gonna win one by yourself now?
But you know, when it's always the people that always say that don't think accolades are important, they don't like competition. They're not competitive.
I don't know.
Nah, man. Respect to LeBron, yo.
Did you guys listen to Doja Cat's new song?
Nah, bro, yeah. she's part of the Satan, yo.
What you think about the record, man?
It's a good record.
It's a good record, right?
It's lyrical.
I felt the same way. I like it.
She was spitting her bars.
I like her tattoos too.
I love her butt ass.
Nah, the tattoos are dope. The tattoos.
Yeah.
It's
I'm excited for her rap album. I think that we've just been getting pop.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear actually rap.
Yeah.
Because she can rap. If you go back to a lot of her other records where she's just rapping.
Yeah.
She can rap, man.
I agree. I think she's just very intelligent. So she can do whatever she wants to.
Yeah. I agree 100%. What else we got?
You guys have time?
Oh, I got nothing.
Oh, you guys
I think I brought up everything I
needed. No, don't worry, kid. I got a bunch of shit. Shout out to Carbs, man.
Hope you in your car.
Have something.
Go for it, man. Before I bring something up.
Zendaya's new movie.
I haven't seen it.
It Challenger. No, it's not out yet.
It's Charger, right? Is it called Charger?
Challenger.
There we go.
It comes out in September.
Okay.
How do you feel about it? Did y'all see the trailer first of all?
Wow, you said you showed us. You showed us every picture too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really. I don't care.
You don't care?
You're gonna watch it?
Of course I'm gonna watch. I'm her biggest fan, man.
Her biggest fan is crazy. My man, her bushes.
Pause. Whoa, that's crazy.
But
no, but I think brand wise, like she's been building up to this for a while. See, the thing with this movie is there's nothing that sells it besides her. So any numbers that she makes is strictly her. Nobody knows the story, the tennis story. Nobody knows who those guys are portraying. Nobody knows those actors.
It's either. A tennis story?
Yeah. The entire movie is centered around tennis.
How'd you feel about this threesome that was about to happen?
That's what she was building up towards, I guess, like Malcolm in the Middle, Euphoria. So this is strictly her. She's pulling the full weight of this movie.
Would you be cool if you were the boyfriend with these type of movies that she's been doing?
Well, if you're asking on a real honest level,
yes.
Yeah.
I hope so. I always want the real honest answer, yeah?
No, but
don't give me the, if I was, no, you're real honest. If it was you, real honesty,
yes.
How would you feel?
Yes, because depending on how they handle the movies, right? So
would you want to see the movie before it goes out to public?
No, that's on them.
Or would you want to be with the people?
That's on them.
That's being nuts, yo. Imagine you did that?
Yeah, I don't want to be surprised, man. I don't want to be
That's
surprised.
what I'm saying. So you don't want to be surprised.
But I'd rather be on the set.
Nah, don't take me. You're going to the set?
Clap my cheeks instead, yo.
No, because when you look into how they actually do it, it's nothing compared to the actual scene. But certain like Sam Levinson, right? Sam Levinson, the way he did the Idol, I wouldn't want my chick to be on the Idol because the Idol is kind of like
cringe.
It goes far, you know. I don't think they take.
First of all, I'm gonna say this: we have to stop letting some of these singers and rappers
Make movies.
be put into movies or acting. They are terrible. They can't act for shit.
Right, say names, yo, because I don't know who you're talking about.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. The Idol.
G Herbo. Did you hear G Herbo wants to be the next Denzel Washington?
Which is never gonna happen. I'm
I think
sorry.
that's what he said. Or he's like, that's one of his goals, like to be like the next Denzel. He looks great.
Ja Rule. I don't think I went back to Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Nah.
Was it his voice?
Yeah.
Oh, it's his voice.
Because even when he was in Scary Movie 4, I was like,
Yo, we got to give credits to Tyrese. Yo. He's a great actor.
Oh, Tyrese, yeah, he transitioned well.
Yeah, he transitioned very well.
Who else?
Ludacris too, by the way.
Ejecto cuz.
Ejecto cuz.
Boom. What is it? Young Miami.
Oh my God,
she's terrible, bro.
But that's Diddy. Come on, that's Diddy. Like,
I love you, Cardi. I really do. But no. It's a no from me. Yeah. She was in Fast and Furious.
She was on in that movie with Jennifer Lopez as well.
That too. No. I love you, Cardi. I think you are one of the greatest of this generation. But no. I'm sorry. No.
I agree. I agree with the sentiment that like not all rappers or entertainers period should try and be actors. If that's not your thing, stay away from
I don't want to be an actor. Yeah, I hate that shit. I can't even act in my own world, yo. Would you be an actor, yo?
I would love to, but I would take classes first.
You're a great actor, by the way.
I mean, I lie. I cheat. I steal. Fool.
But
that girl you had last night was crazy, yo.
I had no girl last night. I was home in my bed, wallowing in my sadness.
No, it's crying.
How do y'all feel about Zendaya being next to Beyonce and Jay-Z at
the same way I feel every day I'm next to him?
What is that feeling?
It's a great feeling, man. Just being surrounded by greatness. Yo, how'd you feel about that clip when what's his name? What's his name to the bodyguard? The Beyonce Jay-Z's bodyguard called? Damn, the bald guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
I forgot. I was gonna say Sergio. He's gonna come up. He's gonna be mad. But he tried to help Zendaya, and Zendaya said, "Nah." You didn't see the clip?
What? Nah.
Like to go say what's up to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like just look at the clip again. He tried it like twice, and Zendaya was like, "No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I don't need help." Yeah. And the comments was like, "Yeah," it was funny as hell.
She's a
Julius.
Oh yeah, it is Julius.
But nah, yeah, Zendaya. Great, man. She's great.
The thing is, this is what they're kind of saying, right? Like, so Beyonce, she's the big female queen, right? And then Rihanna kind of came up behind her, and she's a billionaire now, right? Mm-hmm. So she's doing incredible things. They're saying in that lineup, Zendaya is kind of next.
You know what's crazy? I feel like they try to push Chloe in that light instead of Zendaya,
and I think it's failing.
That's what I'm saying. I think they
just
wanted,
like that Little Mermaid movie.
I think they wanted Chloe where Zendaya is right now instead because she's so close to
Beyonce's team, but the way it's working out,
Zendaya's going, and Chloe's just going. Just think about it.
I think she'll figure it out. I don't mean to hate on.
They both sing, but she's more of the Beyonce team, so I feel like they wanted her to go the Zendaya route.
I think they were pushing her too fast, though.
Yeah,
that was the issue.
And they did it rough. Like when you do it rough,
she was getting it rough.
So with Zendaya, they slowly gradually built.
That clip was crazy. I loved it, man.
With Zendaya, right? They slowly gradually built her towards mature roles. So when she did take those mature roles, it still had class to it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They still held her at on a pedestal, basically. With Chloe, they kind of rushed her into it, and then you kind of
don't worry.
You just look desperate.
I'll save her when we make it. I'll save her, yo.
By the way, Barack Obama watched the movie or show, whatever it is, Swarm. He saw Swarm.
Yeah, I saw that.
He saw that scene. And the guy.
He's probably.
You know why he saw it, right?
Because his daughter was.
Like a part of the team that wrote it. Like I don't know what
part of the writing team.
And like I didn't like it because it basically came from my daughter, but
Billie Eilish was in it too.
Sorry,
Billie Eilish was in Swarm.
Oh wow.
I do. I had a quote, not a quote, a tweet from my boy, man. I think he's one of our boys now, yo.
Who?
Meek.
Oh.
like since we're on the topic of saving hip hop, I know we're all over the place. I know we were from Zendaya to Meek. I'm sorry, but like I just ran across some of the things I wanted to speak on today.
Just so you understand, Meek is like 6 feet tall.
No, yeah, I know.
Wait, that's supposed to be.
What does that mean, yeah?
I don't know. When you meet him, you'll find out.
Bro, yeah. Look at Charlamagne and Joe Budden, yeah. They should have been touched already.
Yeah, but they're not saying anything salacious. You know,
I'm not saying anything salacious. What am I saying?
I don't know. You know what you're saying.
Might be confusing me while he confused himself, yeah?
Not at all. I got it crystal clear.
Meek goes, if I drop music, it's a reason I'm handling the business. We not shining shoes to look the famous. And feel the biggest for a label. And I'm not selling my shit like it's mid. The game watered down. Y'all overhyped everything. Now it's a drought. He also said, I'm giving up 4 albums. Chill. Switchy flow. I'm gonna crack the code seriously and say it before I do it. He said he's gonna crack the code. I'm just reading everything he's saying.
Yeah.
What do you guys get from this? He's gonna save hip hop?
He's not saving hip hop.
He's basically saying I'm saving hip hop.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna crack the code.
I do get his sentiment on the part of like it's watered down right now. I do get that part. There's nothing that really.
Bro, the thing about this, he's been saying shit we've been saying for like the past year or two. It's been watered down. Yeah. I feel like he's so late about a lot of things. That's the issue with him. I don't know what it is, but like when he started talking about independent, I said, bro, we've been speaking about this for like the past 3 years, and he starts talking about it all this year. The thing about Meek is he's late to the party, to a lot of the parties. Like we knew the game's been watered down. Hip hop is not at the tier right now.
Yeah.
It's Afro music. It's Latin music. It's like we all know this already. And you say you're gonna drop 4 albums. We were supposed to get a mixtape every month. Like I'm just repeating everything he's saying.
I don't think those 4 albums are coming out.
Me neither.
That's 4 albums is tough to do.
Yeah, it usually takes a person a year and a half to make 1 album.
Yeah.
It's just saying it's being on it. He's just scared what the numbers are gonna say when it drops. That's why people are not dropping, because they don't want to see those numbers of the first week. Be like, damn, I only did 2,000.
Yeah.
But I guess Gunna's gonna save hip hop.
I think we're going through a period right now where it's like a washing of what was old and the news coming about. Sort of like the NBA. Same thing is happening in the NBA.
Yeah, who was that tall kid that looked like Slender Man?
Victor
Wembanyama.
Yo,
man, look crazy.
He's supposed to be the next big.
You think 6ix9ine is gonna check Mahdi out, everything he said about him, yo?
Nah, man.
We're the same height. I'm taller.
You got hands, yo.
I got hands too. I got hands too. We could go at it.
Yo, Tom Holland gonna get you some hands. Talk about his wife.
He gonna web you up, my boy.
He's gonna be like, yo, I'm the real Spider-Man. Tom Holland gonna be, I see you.
I see them after the fight. Mahdi's like just to the side, and Tom Holland's walking away with Zendaya. Zendaya and then
Zendaya. I don't know who the fuck that Zendaya is.
And then Mahdi from the back is gonna be screaming, "I'm Peter Parker!
I'm the real one."
Oh man,
I got bit. I got bit from the spider. Yeah,
I'll take him on.
He's short too. Who? Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's my height. He's 5'9".
But hold up, bring up me. Have you seen his boxing skills?
Who's Tom Holland's?
Meeks.
No.
Yo, you never see? Are you dead ass? You never see his boxing skills, his footwork?
No, not really.
Mahdi, man, you haven't laughed so hard in my life. You gonna laugh, King? I think Tom Holland might have better hands, yo.
Tom Holland works out.
That's what I'm saying.
Is in shape.
But anything else you guys want to speak on, yo? It's about to be sunny out there.
I got nothing.
Mahdi the body. You want to talk about the draft?
Sure. We could talk about NBA.
Go for it, man.
So NBA, the draft happened recently, and Victor Wembanyama, he went to the Spurs, and they're so invested that they had um,
Cowboys out there, man.
they had Tim Duncan, they had Manu, and then they had
David Robinson.
David Robinson sit down and speak to him. So they had a conversation for a couple, I think, hours or so. So the whole team, everyone's invested in Victor Wembanyama becoming a huge star, and that team is not weak either. They have a couple key players in there, but they could make a few more moves, get the right people on, and they'll probably definitely be in the playoffs next year. We'll have to see. But one of the beautiful things
That's a hot take right there, because I don't even think they make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because the thing is, every team in the NBA right now is stacked. Every team is great except the Bulls, right? Because Lonzo Ball, so they couldn't tank because of Lonzo Ball. When you tank, you get the top picks. They couldn't tank because of Lonzo Ball. They didn't get anything out of this draft, really, right? So they're left with what they had. And majority of their players, I think, want to leave. I think Zach LaVine wants to leave. I think DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic, right? He's a free agent right now. So that team is falling like completely apart.
What team is this?
Chicago Bulls. And also there was one other team.
Washington.
Well,
and also the
Washington Wizards. The funny thing with them,
and also
is
the Charlotte. The
Washington
Charlotte
Wizards aren't that bad.
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be the same 8 that made it this year. Like the East is very they have decent teams. If they were in the West, they wouldn't even do shit.
In this draft, by the way, the Rockets, they got 2 of the players that they had on their top list, which is crazy because the second guy was supposed to go in the first top 10 picks. They got him in pick 20. Cam Whitmore, they got him at pick 20. And they got Amin Thompson at pick 4.
Victor's shoe size is 20.5.
He's big. He's big.
Victor, the first number 1.
He's bigger than Shaq. He's bigger than
his foot size is 20.
No, Shaq was size 24.
No, I don't mean shoe wise. I mean height wise. He's taller than Shaq.
No, but he's size 20.5.
And he's 19, so he still has room to grow.
And that's that big slender kid.
Yeah, he needs to gain some weight, but he's solid. He's not lanky in a way where.
Yeah, but he better hope he don't get injured, yo.
He's sturdy. He's sturdy at that.
You let LeBron run through that shit, my man gonna have a broken arm, yo.
We're gonna see. I mean, there's another lanky guy coming through.
Look at Kevin Durant.
Chet Holmgren comes back.
Kevin Durant over here almost broke his damn arm.
But Kevin Durant is one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, but he's not that tall.
Skill-wise?
He's like 6'11". This guy's 7'5".
Yeah.
Bro, that's too much height, yo.
That's literally if he is 7'5", I think he's 7'3"ish. But if he is 7'5",
7'4", he's 7'4". Like 7'4" point something.
But if he is 7'5", he's the same height as I think Yao Ming.
He got to get as big as Shaquille O'Neal. You feel me? The Brick City God.
He's not gonna get there. Like he doesn't have that in him. Zion could get there, but
Zion, bro, don't talk to me about Zion, man. He focused on,
the porn stars.
The porn stars, man, getting bitches pregnant.
And having his porn star tatted his name on his face, yo.
She's fucking stupid.
She's dying for clout because she knows he got a ton of money. So she didn't have a baby with him, so she's trying to get it some other way.
He's gonna run out of that money, yo. He'll get shipped out of the NBA. He's gonna be playing with Dwight Howard out there.
she feels robbed. That porn star.
She's like, I'm supposed to be having that baby.
Yeah, because that other chick that's having the baby could get all the money. She has nothing to get.
Get this dick. Close us out, man. Let's get this Uno match because I've been killing these motherfuckers.
Thank you for tuning into episode 180. We're finally in the 80s.
Yeah, hold on. Before do you want to tell me about the story that Mahdi did about one funny story from our Uno experience? Yeah,
you tell him, man. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Forgot. I don't remember. All right, close it out, man. We're about to have another one.
Episode 180. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Make sure to follow us on all the socials. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. On top of that, just continue to let us know how we're doing. Besides that, we'll see you guys in a month. Be safe. Summer's gonna be real hot. We outside. I'm Papijohnson, Era, Mahdi the Body, aka Medium Mahdi, aka
I don't know where these names come from. I don't.
Medium Mahdi is nuts. Who the hell created Medium Mahdi?
I think it's predicting the future. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Sky is somewhere, don't know where, but Lucky View Podcast. See you guys in 3 years. Take care.